Welcome. Sorry that I'm a little bit late. I hope that everybody are patient. Yes, today we are going to talk about many different subjects. And first, as usually, sorry. Yes. All right, the link is there also for those who would like to join. I see that Steve is there. Hello, my dear brother Steve. And I'm waiting, of course. Martin said that he will join. I hope that Friendly Muslim join us because I promised him to share with him something last week. Information. But anyway, I would like to talk about, I was on Facebook. There was a extremist, hello brother. Yeah, hello Steve. There was an extremist scholar. Yeah, let me talk to Martin. Hello, my brother.
You, man.
Fine, thanks.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. How about you?
I'm good. I see you got bashed previous stream, Muji.
Yeah,
There been
but
some fights, huh?
there was some. Actually, not a fight, but because
Debate.
debate. Yeah, a little bit
Mm.
hard debate, and it will pass. It will pass slowly. And I have. He wanted something that I couldn't provide for him right away. And I even searched and I just found the Persian one. So yeah, Friendly Muslim here, and I will share with him. Yeah.
I was laughing at
Assalamu
Friendly
alaikum.
Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you,
Hey,
inshallah?
Friendly
I'm good,
Muslim.
brother. Alhamdulillah.
Very good. Yes, I was going to actually say that I had there was some kind of scholar, a sheikh on Facebook. He had some campaign against me that I'm a kafir, and then like that. So, and then I asked him, let's have a debate, and he agreed. I don't know. I want to share with a little bit, maybe. Let me go to my page, and then I will. Anyway, while I'm doing that, I will explain that. Where is it? Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because I couldn't find the StreamYard. Anyway, so he said that I said come to my channel. He said that no, let's do it on my Facebook. And I knew that usually when I go to their channel or whatever, they have the control, so they will remove me and so on. So I said, no, let's do it on my channel. What is the problem? He said, no. What is wrong with that? Why you are afraid and so on? Anyway, and then I said, okay, finally. I said, okay, let's do it. Then he started to ask me, so what are your questions? I said, I will present them when we go live. No, you have to present it first. I said, okay, you are getting nervous. Yeah. So he was getting nervous anyway. And then he said later, okay, he said that in 45 minutes, I have to pray. I said, okay, after 45 minutes, he said that, okay, I'm live. Come here. I thought that he meant on his page. So I went on his page, and then he wasn't live. And I was saying, okay, share with me a link. He was, just ignoring. And then later he was saying, I'm here, type 1, something like this. And then at the end, after half an hour, Martin, can you imagine? After half an hour, first of all, he shared with me a picture, said, look, I'm live. I said, I cannot join your picture. You have to share with me a link, okay? So after half an hour, he shared with me a link, and he said, I'm finished now. You didn't come. I said, what? I didn't come. You shared with me and say that I'm finished. Later, he said that, sorry, I didn't know how to share, the link when I'm live. I said that, okay, I knew from beginning when you started to say, present your questions here, I knew that you are not going to, you are getting nervous. And you played all these games. And then, how could you share your picture while you were live? How could you do that, but not being able to share the link? Even today, I wrote him. I said that I'm going to be live. Come here to my channel. We talk. He's a He's a very, very extremist. He's a Taliban supporter, and I call him ISIS Taliban supporter because for me, ISIS and Taliban, they are the same terrorist, barbarians. For me, it doesn't matter the name; they are just the same. So anyway, he didn't respond to me because that's why usually they cannot answer, and that's why they ran away. And I think last night or night before, I was on another channel. They didn't let me to talk. They removed me because they were talking again about Jesus was Son of God. I said, come on, you have been talking about this subject 1,000,000 hours. Can we talk about Islam? And okay, go and talk to a scholar, they said. I said, I cannot find a scholar. Can you find me a scholar? And then they start, you want to speak to a scholar, debate a scholar? Come on, So anyway, I would like to, friendly Muslim, let me, I want to share the screen.
I was just watching the previous stream and I was laughing because Muji was saying to Friendly Muslim, like, teach me, Friendly Muslim, and Friendly Muslim is like, I can't teach you anything because you'd learn nothing or something like that.
Okay.
And you were rolling your eyes like.
Okay. Now,
funny.
do you see this? What is it? Friendly Muslim. Do you see this website? This is the organization website. And unfortunately, I told you that I couldn't find it in English. They must be in the English, but I could just find this one. This is written.
This is a propaganda website or what?
Yeah,
this?
Propaganda website. It's written. It's written. Quran's dynamism and two different Islam, and it's written Masoud Rajavi, Eid Fitr, in Persian calendar is 1997, year 1997. And then when you go down, I'm going to, of course, Google Translate the moment, okay? I don't know, you see everything here. Here is about Quran dynamism, and I want to...
don't they have a function on Google that says translate page or something?
I don't know, actually.
Martin, you're an
expert, okay?
Yeah, you can. And you can even, I'm using my phone. You can use a phone to translate.
But then how can I share it? No, how can I share it? Wait, I will copy this and put it on Google, okay? Google Translate. Okay.
No.
At the top of the page, you can go
or right-click on the page and say translate to English.
Let me see on the page.
Right-click. Yeah, right-click.
Here, okay.
Right-click.
And then
what does it say?
It says back, refresh, save, print.
There's supposed to be a translate to English.
Send to your device, blah blah blah. Translate.
What computer?
Okay, yeah.
Go for it.
Translate to English. Okay, let me see. Nothing happens. I click. Wait. Once again.
Otherwise, send it to me. Then I can perhaps.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me see if you can. Okay. I will copy these and then maybe Friendly Muslim. I will put it on the. No, I will put it on.
Okay.
So that if anybody else would like to check it later. Okay. Here. All right.
And then Martin can find the diamond after that.
Yeah.
He'll get a head start.
Yeah. It is a very
decodes the page.
Yeah. It is a very, very long discussion, but I want just that part that he's talking about equality. Okay. So Martin.
Okay. So Shane, it seems to work. Hopefully it translates it correctly.
Let me remove. Yes. I will tell you if it is correct or not. Okay,
If it
not
says
yet.
propaganda, then you know it's
Okay, good.
incorrect
This is
one.
okay. Go down. Go down.
Mm.
Go down. Where was written Islamic dynamism or a Quran dynamism? Go down. I don't see very well. Can you zoom it a little bit? Okay. Go down. Maybe go down. Go down.
Would you make your screen bigger, man, so you can?
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Wait. I will do that. Okay.
Make it even bigger.
Okay. I don't know how to do make the screen bigger. Should I make
Switch
it
it. Switch
bigger?
it to the other stuff. You know, when you switch between, you can. There's supposed to be stuff at the bottom that you can click, and
Okay,
then
I see. If you guys see,
it
then I
opens it
see it.
all.
On StreamYard, when the screen you're
Hmm.
looking at, if you look in the bottom right hand corner, there'll be a little square. So if you
Okay.
press that little square,
I know I have done it. I see
oh
where
okay,
it is.
I'm fine.
Okay,
Oh
I
good.
see
Oh, good.
now. Okay, go down because there must be somewhere is written Quran's dynamism. Go down. Go down. Okay, this. Wait. Okay, here. Stop. The dynamism of the Quran. Okay, so anyone who does not intend to be Antichrist, it's in Persian is or Arabic is Dajjal. Okay, Dajjal means the one who fool people. Knows that the goal and ideal in the parable is like a shore to which the sheep must move towards, of course. Yeah, the goal towards the goal. Yeah, move towards the goal. The goal, ideal, and destination is it's written monotheism, but it is written tawhid in Persian. He says tawhid, but it's not monotheism. Okay, not just individually unity. Okay, but socially unity, a society free of classes. Okay, so this is exactly he's talking about a society without any classes, no rich, no poor, absolutely equal. Without a free of classes, exploitation, and discrimination. Okay, so this is what he's talking about, a society without any classes and any discrimination, any exploitation. Okay, so as long as capitalism exists, exploitation exists and discrimination exists also. These are the dynamism of the this society, that a rich person abuse the workers.
Would you
Okay,
one sec? Where
yes,
does it
yes.
say? Where does it say capitalism? Which
So,
line are you referring to on this paragraph
okay,
that refers
look.
to capitalism?
Okay, look, it says a society free of classes. Okay, so any we know, and they have been talking about. Everybody knows a society without classes means an equal society. A society that capitalism doesn't exist. When capitalism exists, means that there are classes. There are rich and there are poor. Okay, and there is exploitation and discrimination. In a capitalist system, there is exploitation because the rich person, he has a factory and he's trying to abuse the workers. They do the job, but someone else take the benefit, the money. That's called exploitation. Okay, so anyway, I shared with you, friendly Muslim, whether you want to believe or not, this you are not going to call me a liar, because I have been following this organization 43 years and I know, okay, very well what they stand for. They are even
Muji, just the point of the exercise last week
okay,
was to find out what
okay,
exactly you were talking about
okay,
and where it actually came from.
okay,
And was this system Islamic, or
okay,
which had the system been brought before?
okay,
And things. So basically, essentially,
hmm,
you've taken a paragraph from this person,
okay,
you've then adapted a system
hmm,
to suit whatever paradigm you have got in your mind about what this paragraph means.
okay.
Because
Friendly Muslim, yeah, please, friendly Muslim. It is not just one paragraph. I told you 43 years, okay? You cannot call me a liar. You want me to
who
bring
did?
every
Okay, at
look,
what point did I call you a
okay,
liar, Muji?
okay. you want me to
We
bring
asked you
every?
for
No, I
proof.
know. Look,
Don't get so
the,
defensive,
no,
Mujib.
no, no, no.
This is
Look,
if you are presenting some information and you are saying it from a certain place, then obviously at some point we have to say, all right, where is this actually coming from?
okay, this is
But
one
why are
of
you
them.
so
You want?
defensive
Well, let me
then?
see. What is the difference between 10 times he say that or once he say that? What is the difference? It's the same. He believed in a society without classes,
Who
without
is he?
exploitation. Sorry,
Who is he?
he's the leader of this organization, and
I
everybody
thought she was
believes.
a woman.
No, it is a man and a woman. Okay, so his name is actually it is like this that before they were only men who were leading the organization, and the organization believed in equality between men and women. Okay, and they said these leaders said we cannot just say words and we have to act. So that's why they brought a woman as also the leader, equal to him. He was the leader. So now Mariam Rajavi is also the leader. She's also equal to Masood Rajavi. Okay, and yes, they are
Can you also confirm that they will abandon all types of Sharia?
all types of no. They haven't abandoned.
But they will. That's their purpose,
No,
basically,
no,
because
no,
this is
no,
not
no,
wouldn't be
no,
in
no.
line with any
No,
type of
no,
Sharia.
no. First of all, okay, a friendly Muslim. He's talking about. First of all, he's talking about in this one also. He's talking about. You can check it. You can read it in English now. Good that we found out that you can change it to English. He's talking about that if you stop in 1400 years ago, then Islam will be a religion of the past. Okay, so this organization talking about the development that we have to make the rulings everything according the time as well. Okay, so we cannot, for example, ride a camel in 21st century or like the ISIS saying that okay, because there are slavery verses in Quran, then we have to have slaves like this Daniel ISIS Jew says and so on. So this organization says that certain things has to be changed from the past, and there are things versus Sharia laws in Quran that today is we can apply, but in the future, in that society that we are talking about, without classes, we don't need those Sharia law. Like for example, zakat. When there is no money, when there is no wealth, when there is no rich and poor, everybody share with each other. There is no zakat. For example, in this organization, members they don't pay zakat because they don't make money. Okay, am I right, Martin, or not? Martin, please.
I don't, Muji. I don't know.
No, no, let me tell you, Martin, they are living in a city, okay? So they
Mm.
don't get money, they don't get salary, okay? So
Do they get donations?
listen, donation, they don't get, look, friendly
Muji,
Muslim.
these are fair questions, mate. These are just fair
Okay, now
questions. They're not
I'm explaining.
provocative questions. So
No, 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 I'm
take a deep
explaining.
breath. Don't be
No,
defensive. I'm just
no,
asking, do they receive
friendly Muslim,
donations?
did I say anything? I'm just explaining for you your question. They don't get personally donation. I am donating, people donating, but we donate to the entire organization. Entire organization is run on donation, okay? But individually, they are not paying taxes or they are not paying zakat, okay? Because they don't make money, all right? So
How
when
do they eat?
I tell you that everything is through organization. So you pay tax or zakat or whatever. Let's say that you are living in Islamic world country, for example, you have to pay zakat because you make money. But that or member of organization that doesn't make money, okay, how he's going to pay zakat? He cannot pay zakat. So that what is it? That Sharia law is not implied for that to that person. Okay, so that Sharia law is not going to be implied in that society where we call it Mahdi society as well. That there is no rich, no poor, no money that exists. Everybody live and work free, okay, and get everything free. So you don't make money to pay zakat. So there are
They
certain.
don't get everything for free. They still have to work and contribute their time.
Okay, look, friendly Muslim, even if you don't work, okay, it is, first of all, we have to know that it is that society is the solution to our problems. If it works or doesn't work, that's another question, okay?
Muji,
But
we are just
yes,
asking simple questions to
yeah,
understand
okay, Oh
It's
yeah,
very
yeah, no
new
problem.
concept, yeah.
I'm
So
answering. I'm
okay, good,
answering.
good,
Yes,
lovely.
yes.
So
So yes,
do they have to do a minimum amount of hours,
no,
or
no, 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 no,
how
no.
how
Look,
how does it work?
you can sleep at home. Okay, you can sleep at home, do nothing. Okay, but that's up to you and your Lord. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask you in the judgment day why you didn't do your job. Okay, you could do it. That's not my duty is to do as much as I can. Okay, and I get as much as I need. That's my duty. All right, there is no force. There is, but as I said, that Quran says that finally everyone get righteous. Okay, in that society, of course, everybody will believe. Everybody, it's like, for example, like let's say in Second World War, when St. Petersburg or Leningrad at that time was surrounded by Nazi Germans, everybody were fighting. Okay, everybody. Let me. Somebody want to join? Let me see. All right. I will. You can remove that one now.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Brother Rashid. Salam alaikum, Brother Rashid. Welcome.
Walaikum assalam wa
How are you,
rahmatullahi wa
inshallah?
barakatuh. I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How about all of you?
We are fine, alhamdulillah. Thank you. And Martin is also fine. Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Let me continue this one. So, friendly Muslim. This is my belief, and others also believe in that. For example, Brother Rashid knows that this Quranic Islam also, our brother also, he believes in that. That finally, in Quran mentioned that finally everybody will become righteous. Okay, so that society is for all when they become righteous. Of course, it's not going to work now. That's why I say it might take 1,000 years. Might take 2,000. Yeah, I was explaining this, that when this Leningrad was surrounded by Nazi Germans, everybody were fighting. They were eating dead body. They were not getting a single dollar for what they did because they believed in something. When people believe in something, then they do everything. Okay, so just you have to persuade people to believe in that society, that this system is a satanic system. This system make us to do all bad deeds. Every bad deeds come from this system, and we have to live in a system where, okay, it's a divine system. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us. That's why I say, that's why we stand towards Mecca, towards equality, and we say, Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, show me the right way. The right way is that way, out of this jungle, this system that 1% of this total, the total population of the world, they have 50% of the total capital of the planet. Okay, and hundreds of millions of people live on $1 a day. They have little, and they have to do all bad deeds also to survive. And those 1%, they do all bad deeds to become richer and richer. Okay, if you would like to say something,
But Muji, I don't think your solution is might not
okay,
work because
love
okay,
is good.
yes, okay, Muji, I'll do it in a loving way.
Yeah,
I also
do
want to
it.
fight with you, Muji. Like
Yeah,
last, I seen the last stream. I
okay.
also want to fight, but I'll do it in
No,
a
don't
loving
worry.
way. Debating
Don't worry.
in a loving way.
Martin,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love, if you can do it with love, I love it.
yeah.
Okay, no
Okay,
problem.
okay,
Okay, I'm
okay,
not
Muji.
rejecting. I'm not
Okay,
rejecting you. Okay, so
okay, okay,
please,
Muji.
you
Yeah.
fight for that. Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
Muji.
Martin,
Muji.
put some Christian love on it, mate. Some extra
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try,
extra
okay,
Muji.
spirit, please.
Muji,
yes,
you said if anyone has the solution, Muji,
okay,
you will follow it.
yes,
Even you
yes,
said to Apostate Prophet, he
yeah,
would
yeah,
be a
yeah. I
prophet to
said
you
yes, yeah, yeah,
if he had a solution,
yes.
Muji.
I had a
Now,
solution.
Muji, I don't think your solution. Why are you laughing? You
Okay,
know, you know.
the,
um, y- um,
the
I
same
don't think your
old one.
solution is going to work, Muji.
Okay,
Say I
yes,
have the diamond, eh?
okay,
Okay, a kleptomaniac is going to take it. If the kleptomaniac loves God and loves people,
okay,
he wouldn't take it.
okay.
Okay,
Let
the
me tell
same
you,
with the
Martin.
opium. Okay, the drugs. Okay, the drugs.
Martin,
Okay,
yeah,
you
Martin,
take
yeah,
away the money for the drugs. You have the
no, no,
you have
Martin,
the
Martin.
yeah. Wait, I'm not finished.
Yes,
Wait,
okay,
yeah. Okay, the drugs that you say people are gonna buy drugs and sell drugs and stuff. If you take away
okay.
the money and
Mhm.
people have no love for God or love for others, they're still gonna sell the drugs. They're just gonna barter directly. Take a car and directly pay with drugs or something. So it's
What do you
not gonna
mean?
stop them, Muji. It's not
Pay,
gonna
pay,
stop.
What do you mean that they will
They
buy?
It's called barter. You change goods and services for each other
Okay.
without money.
All
Without
right.
money, you understand?
Okay,
So
let me
they would
tell
just
you.
directly take a car for drugs, or you
No,
would
no, no.
give
Let
them
me tell you,
something, anything
Martin.
they want, and they would
No,
give you
wrong.
drugs.
Wrong, Martin. If the guy, for example, you have the drug, okay? Let's say you have the drug and you want to sell it to me, okay? And I want to give you a car. You can go and get the car from the store yourself. You say, "Are you crazy? Why I have to give it to you? I can go and get a car." The guy has to go and take a car free from the store and give it to you. You can go and take it. So
But this,
it doesn't make sense that you
so
sell.
you're gonna think there's unlimited cars and there's unlimited diamonds and there's gonna
I
be
told
unlimited
you.
everything.
No, Martin, I told you that one day everyone will become righteous and they know their limit, they know their duty, okay? Like I told you, like that city, like when they were in Leningrad, people, and they were fighting for a belief. That belief was country. Now in Ukraine, for example, they are fighting for a belief. That's country. They don't make money. Or
Yeah, and Russia is
Vietnamese,
also
okay?
fighting for a belief.
No, I
And
said
they're doing
like,
evil.
okay, no, listen, I'm not. I know that they do evil, but I'm talking about you. I hope that you understand me. When people have a belief, they fight for that belief. Okay,
Yeah, it's like love.
yeah, maybe that. Yes, maybe that belief is wrong. I don't say about that. What I'm saying is that if they have a belief, they fight for that. They don't need money for that. Okay, so in that society, in that world, people have to believe. Yes, without everybody believe is not possible. Okay, so that's why we are trying to
So why is love not the solution, Muji? Why would the solution of the Bible not work?
Okay,
According to you,
all right.
why would it not work?
You would need unlimited Hyundais, or that would work. Unlimited Hyundais, Toyotas, then that would bring a calling. People would fight for that, I believe.
I don't know what you say about unlimited
Toyota, electric
Can you
cars.
explain? Can you explain?
Electric cars.
Yeah, I know.
Electric, they would be free. Then that would be a better system, no?
Yes, definitely.
For the economy and for your thing, then you would have electric cars. So that would be a part of the system, would you, isn't it?
Okay, so what? Can you explain? Because I didn't understand what you mean.
No. Yeah, but he was talking about cars and all the rest of it. If they were electric, solar cars like
first of all,
Toyotas and Hyundais, that would be very good, no?
Yeah, that would be very good, definitely. Okay, but first of all, I have to say to you that we have enough resources that can make unlimited cars, for example. Today, we don't make it. No, really, Martin, don't laugh at me. Today, for example, unlimited food. Today, we don't produce it because it costs money, or because we cannot sell it, because there is no consumers for that, because people don't have money. Okay, but in that society, we can produce as much as we need. Okay, there are enough resources on the planet, and this is a little bit maybe difficult for me to explain everything in that society. We have to first know the problem, okay, and see.
Why is love not solution, Muji? Why is my solution not gonna? Because it solves the diamond problem and it solves the cocaine and all that stuff.
Yeah, let me tell you why. Because love is not a system. Equality is a system. Okay, equality is a system opposite to the capitalist system. Love and equality and capitalism cannot live together. Okay. Love and capitalism, can they live together? If they are together, then it's not possible. I'm saying, for example, let me give
you. So you don't love people at the moment in the capitalist system, or what?
No. Look, I say this system encourage people to do bad deeds. All right, maybe individual.
But love does the opposite.
Yes, but not everybody is going to do that. For example, when you have $1 a day and your children are crying, okay.
Yeah, if the world was more loving, that wouldn't happen, Muji.
Okay, yes, but they are not, because this
system, but that's the solution, Muji.
No, because this system doesn't, allow them. Let me tell you, I was going to say something I forgot about. Because you said something, I forgot about that now.
So Muji, explain to me why the Bible commands us to love God and love each other, and you say that's not going to solve anything. That's not going to solve all our
Yeah,
problems.
okay. Now I remember what I was going to say. Okay, now I remember. You know, Martin, in Islam, we believe people believe that one day this Mahdi will come and save the humanity. Okay, and I read that day hadith for Friendly Muslim as well, that Prophet Muhammad says that even one day left, he will come and make justice on the planet as much as there were injustice, means absolute justice. Okay, so I say always that even Mahdi comes, if capitalism exists, Mahdi cannot do anything. Okay, because either this, for example, that 1% of the world population that they produce and sell weapons, okay, they want conflicts to sell their weapons. Okay, if they cannot sell, for example, in USA, this anti-weapon, they want to at least gun control, but they don't allow because they lose billions of dollars. I don't know if you have seen that.
If you take away the dollars, they're still going to sell it for something else. They're going to sell it for ships or something. They're going to still barter. Love will change that. Love will change that, Muji.
Okay, Martin, I'm talking about a world where you cannot sell anything. Okay, you cannot buy or you cannot sell anything. Okay, everything.
How's that possible?
Oh, that's the look, Martin. If it is possible or it's not possible, that's why Islam is the miracle of the Prophet Muhammad. It's not because there are more fasting, more praying, more rules, because it is going to make possible the impossible. Yes, that's the miracle. Okay, I know that it is impossible for you because you have been living in this world.
I'm trying to think of a way, Muji, and I think capitalism could get us to somewhere close like that if we have enough machines working for us. Then we can like give each person free money, but you can't give him unlimited money. You give him free money, and he can buy goods produced by robots.
Okay, so you mean that the robots can?
They work for us. Build stuff.
Look,
everything becomes cheaper.
Look,
and then you get free money to buy a car and everything.
Yeah, Martin, buy a car. I know in that system that I say, perhaps we are going to do that. Yes, but in this system, somebody's car collection is $1 billion. Okay,
because they don't have love.
Yeah, That the thing is that I say in that machines, they are not going, because people want more and more. Okay, so
because they're unloving.
Machines cannot build hundreds of cars for each person. Okay, so in that society, we learn to, that's why we are fasting in the month of Ramadan. Okay, it is the month of self-control. Okay, because in the month of hello, my brother Stephen.
Stephen.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, actually, I thought it's Stephen. Sorry, Stephen, because their pictures were a little bit the same. I misunderstood. Sorry, actually. How are you?
Fine. How about you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Do you agree with me or do you agree with Muji? What do you think?
Wait.
Wait.
No, let me continue. Because Azra came up, I couldn't continue. Yeah, let me. I was saying that in that society, people learn to. I was saying about fasting. Okay, in the month of self-control, we learn to make haram, forbidden for ourselves, food and water, which is essential for our life. Okay, for a higher belief, a belief that is above our own, our own life even. Okay, so in that society, we learn to stop ourselves from wanting this luxury life, Ferrari, Bugatti, or many cars, palaces. Okay, we sacrifice. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the best of you front of Allah is the one with the most sacrifice. It's taqwa. Okay, the one who has most taqwa. Somebody translate it as what is it? They translate it as righteousness. Okay, but I translate it as sacrifice. Okay, the one who has more sacrifice, the one who sacrifices more is the best in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so in that society, people learn. For example, in my organization, they sacrifice the highest. Okay, they have sacrificed everything for bringing freedom for Iranian people. So in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who sacrifice in that society, okay, work harder, okay, get less, all right, these are rewards that Allah give them in that society. You don't get money, you work as much as you can and you get as much as you need, all right. So I hope that it is a little bit of course difficult, and but we will, inshallah, we will make it in future Iran. We will slowly make it, and everybody else will see. For example, yet let me tell you something about that people don't believe and so. My brother, he was Islamophobe, okay, he hated Islam, my own brother, okay. And before he comes to Sweden, of course he was supporter of my organization, MEK. After 11 years, he's in Sweden and he's more in contact with my organization. He has started to defend Islam. Okay, I see himself, he's much more different because he see that there are two different Islam. Okay, he see MEK and he see Iranian fascist regime. So people, when they see it, they start to believe in it. When they don't see it, they don't believe in it. Okay, they say no, it is impossible, no, and so on. But when they see that it is possible, for example, in Sweden, we have made it almost possible. It's not 100% definitely, but maybe 50% possible, because the government here make the gap closer. You know, the richer and poor, the gap is much closer. That's why here in Sweden, the society is more humane than USA, than many other countries. So what I'm saying is that let's make it absolute human, this society, and get rid of the gap totally, okay? And then,
Mr. Muji,
yes,
I have a
please.
question.
Yes, please.
So you talk about equality, right? But
Yes.
do you believe people should be given power, or do you believe that a leader should have a power?
No, I believe that leaders should kill everybody. I'm kidding. Of course. No, by the way, yes, good that you mentioned this one. This there is somebody who's play scholar as well, Abdullah, I don't know, Andalusi, and he was having in his Facebook, he was having, it is good for friendly Muslim, he might know him, Abdullah and Al-Andalusi. He shared a hadith that for those who reject Khalifa and so on, have to see that the Khalifa comes in the future and join Iraq and Syria together, something like this, okay? And then I asked him a question that, what is this Khalifa for you? Can people change the Khalifa whenever they want? Because he doesn't know the answer, he didn't respond to me at all. Some others were saying that this and that, you know. So because if Khalifa cannot be changed by people's vote, then he's the king, okay? He's the dictator. But if it is possible to change it by people's vote, then it's president, okay? So what is the difference? The name just changed to Khalifa. So for me, people have the absolute right to choose their destiny, okay? And even if they make mistake, they will learn from their mistake and they change, okay? And in Islam, it is a little bit deep discussion as well. Islam and actually Abrahamic religion, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism stand for the best democracy, okay? I don't know if you are familiar with democracy. There are two types of democracy. One is direct democracy, another one is indirect democracy. Indirect democracy is the democracy that we are having today in the West. People choose their leaders, but they cannot change them in 4 years, okay? So if they want to change their leaders, like in Ukraine, they have to make a revolution. I don't know if you remember, it was yellow revolution few 10 15 years ago, I think, in Ukraine. They should come out and bring down the president because he wasn't going down. Or in USA, they have to wait until 4 years pass, then they bring down George Bush because they are, and in UK as well, Tony Blair, because Tony Blair and George Bush took people to a useless, crazy war, but they couldn't change them. So that's why this is called indirect democracy. People choose, but people don't have the power in 4 years, okay? But Islam, Christianity, Judaism stand for direct democracy. Direct democracy is when you can change your leaders anytime you want, okay? And that's a little bit deeper discussion, okay?
But
Muji,
there's
I
a
wouldn't-
problem.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a problem with equality as well. Even in this stream, Muji, we are never gonna be all equal. You're the host, Muji. I want to mute you for
Okay.
talking too much. I cannot do that.
You can. No, Martin.
I cannot do that. You have
admin.
more authority in this stream,
No,
Muji. You
yeah,
have more. Yes,
Yes,
you're not even equal.
And I want to mute Martin for speaking up against Muji.
No.
Yeah.
No, Martin, you are admin. How can you not do that?
Not yeah. No,
What?
I can't mute
All
you.
right,
Yeah,
okay,
Muji.
okay. But I, in fact, no,
And also
Martin,
not in the mind.
Martin.
You are still above me, Muji. You're still above me. So.
no, I'm beside you, Martin. No,
And
actually,
even if we have a democratic vote to vote you out, we can't, Muji.
Martin. First of all, that's not my fault. It is Streamyard's fault that you cannot mute me. Okay, otherwise I would give you that power definitely. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. As you were saying something.
Yeah, there's a problem. How can I say it?
There's a problem in what?
There's a problem that leader. I already forgot what I want to say.
All right. Yes. About direct democracy, we're going to say that's the problem.
Oh yeah, not everyone knows the Quran. So how
Sorry?
can not everyone knows the Quran? Not everyone
Okay.
knows the law. So
Okay.
how can we depend on the people to choose the right leaders?
Okay, that's look. The leader is not going to read for them the Quran. That's the job of scholars. Okay, and people can read the Quran, of course, but that's the job of scholar to translate. The leader is going to solve their problems, like electricity, the prices, and so on. Okay, so people understand that much, that this leader is not good. He cannot, solve the problems of the society. So they change them. All right. So that leader is not somebody who's going to read for them Quran. He's going to solve the problems, to lead the country, economy, and all these things. All right. So
Okay.
that's why. Let's Brother Rashid say something. Salam alaikum, my brother Rashid. Please say something.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, my brother.
I've been listening to the chat so far,
Yeah.
and it's very good, very productive. I hope that
Yes.
it gets us somewhere. I mean,
Yes, inshallah.
last time
Inshallah.
I apologize. Last time I could not come
No
on.
problem. No
I was
problem.
on vacation, so I could not come on at the time.
All right. Yes, Brother Rashid, you were in that stream with brother. I don't know his name. He has never said Quranic. What is it? Quranic Islam. Yeah.
Yeah.
He never said his name. But anyway, you were in that
His name
discussion.
is Khalid.
Sorry,
His name is Khalid.
Khalid. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for saying it, because I always say, but brother Khalid.
Yeah, he said it
yes.
once, but he doesn't say it frequently. But he has. Said
No,
it
he
once.
doesn't say. Let me see. We were talking to, unfortunately, that what is it? The verse, we were talking to him as well, and this verse, brother, friendly Muslim, chapter 28, verse 5. And we wanted to confer favor upon those who were oppressed on earth, and make them leaders and make them inheritors. So this verse, okay, it's talking about mustazafin, okay, and in Quran we have just two classes, mustazafin and mustakbirin, oppressed and oppressor. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that we wanted to favor those oppressed, that they will rule and inherit the planet. Okay, so one day the oppressed will rule and inherit. Look, here is the oppressed and here is the oppressor today. So one day this oppressed will rule and inherit the planet. Okay, so it doesn't mean that there will be again two classes, oppressed and oppressor. No, it means that the oppressed and oppressor will disappear one day. It is Allah's promise that one day entire planet will be filled with justice, equality, love, and peace. There will be no oppressed, no oppressor. Okay, so this is the what is it? That Mahdi concept is also approved as well. That one day the world will become, and as long as this capitalism exists, that's impossible. Okay, that's impossible because somebody always want to become richer and richer. So it is oppression. This is terrible that somebody want to sell cigarette and kill 5 million people to become billionaire. Okay, that's oppressive. That you people produce drug and sell it, or produce alcohol and sell it because they want to become richer and richer. That's oppressive, and this system allow them and encourage them.
They would still become richer even if you take away the money, Muji.
Come on, Martin. How
Yes,
can they become
Muji.
richer? How can they become
Yes.
richer when they look?
Even
when
if the state bans it, they will still
No,
find ways to trade with each other, even without money. They would
Martin,
like trade stuff
Martin.
and get the
Okay,
wealth that way.
yes, Martin. I'm talking about from point of a Muslim. Okay, that this is a promise from God that one day this oppression and this system will disappear. Okay, and everybody will become righteous. Everybody love one another. Everybody share everything with each other. So I'm talking from this point that it is that system. When that system comes, you are not able to sell or buy anything. Okay, nothing. I mean, I told you. You said an
So
example.
how's it gonna work? Okay, Muji, you make a. I want to hear you put now a whole. I'm gonna put you in charge of a country, Muji. You're
Okay.
in charge of which country? Sweden, okay?
Okay, let's say
Okay, and
yes.
I'm in charge of any other country, okay?
Okay.
So tell me what you would do and how you would fix the
Okay.
country and so on. What would you do?
All right. Okay.
Abolish all money and what?
No. Yeah. First of all, it's not going to happen in one country. Okay, it has to happen on the entire planet. Secondly, it's not going to be country. I'm talking about a world without country, without borders. Okay.
Okay, we give you a planet, Muji.
Okay.
Earth. I take the second Earth. Okay, Muji,
Okay.
tell me how you're gonna solve everything on that Earth.
What planet? I
But
don't
Mr.
understand.
Muji,
No,
everyone
two
is
Earths.
different.
We copy
Wait.
the Earth, Muji. We
Okay.
put you in charge of the one Earth, and
Okay.
I'm in charge of the other Earth. How would you
All
fix
right.
it, Muji?
Fix that earth. Yeah, I told you that. First of all, everybody must be righteous. Everybody must believe in that. Okay.
How are you gonna do that?
That's why this is. It takes time. We inform people. I told you that slowly. For
Are they all
example,
Muslim on this planet?
everybody they become one day. Okay. That's
Oh,
why. Okay. Let me tell
But
you.
everyone is different, Mr. Muji.
No, I
Cannot
know,
expect-
but I know when they see it, Azri, when they see it and they see it works, they say, like, for example, let me tell you, for example, I give you an example, good example. Today, we are fighting against Iranian fascist regime, okay? There is a Muslim organization which is fighting the most, the best, okay? And there are Marxists, there are Christians, there are Jews who support and give their lives for the cause of this Muslim organization, okay? Because they see that this organization is fighting the best. They are democratic. They are very good people. So in that society, also people, when they see it, they believe in it. They accept it, okay? As they accepted this organization, they don't care about this organization is a Muslim or what, even Islamophobe who follow this organization. Let me tell you this. Chapter 24, verse 55. Allah has promised those of you who believe and do good that He will certainly make them successors in the planet, okay? As He did with those before them, and will surely establish for them their fate which He has chosen for them, and will indeed change their fear into security, okay? So the fear will change into security, provided that they worship me, associating nothing with me, but whoever commit kufr after this promise, it is they who will be the rebellious, okay? Chapter 21, verse 105. Surely following the heavenly record, we decreed in the scriptures, my righteous servant shall inherit the land, okay? It is about the entire world, of course, okay? Chapter 61, verse 9. He it is who has sent his messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, that he may make it concur of all religion. However, much idolaters may be a verse. Okay, chapter. No, this is the hadith. But anyway, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises us that one day, okay, the planet, everybody will be righteous and everybody will believe, okay, in that system that He wants to establish. And Brother Rashid, do you have any question, please?
And no, I don't have a question.
Okay, I just would like to, because Brother Friendly Muslim is quite, doesn't believe in such a things. Okay.
Why do you
And,
say that? Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
yes.
Yeah, you presented nothing. Yeah, I
Okay.
questioned
Again,
it.
you presented nothing.
No, last week.
Okay.
Last week. This week you've
Okay.
presented a paragraph
Okay.
and your exegesis of it. So
Okay.
how can you then say Friendly Muslim doesn't believe blah blah blah? You've
Okay.
said what you've got. You know what I mean? Like, this is the first time we've seen anything that you have said.
Okay.
This is
All
like-
right. Then, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Last week you didn't accept. Okay. Thank you very much. If you
Okay, I would like
see
to say
Okay.
something
if you
to that.
if you see something, I appreciate it very much. Anyway, so
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
okay, Alhamdulillah, brother. Martin,
Alhamdulillah.
do you know how to do a poll on the YouTube?
I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
I think you need more subscribers to do stuff like that. I'm not
Oh.
100% sure, but I think you need more.
we could start
So if Moji gets to 1,000, then he can pin comments, I think, and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
inshallah.
Okay, I would like to say something to that effect of Muji's view, because I was asked last time what I thought about it.
Yes. Good. Yes. Yeah. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please.
I
Yes.
couldn't say anything last time because the stream was running long, and
Yeah.
so
Okay.
anyway, I mean, I see it from two perspectives. Personally, I mean, you can see it from a hadith perspective, and you can try and see it from a Quranic perspective, depending on your interpretation of the verses that Muji has just quoted.
Mhm.
From a hadith perspective, you can find more strength for your vision than you can from the Quran, in my opinion, and that is because.
Sorry.
I mean,
I didn't, Rashid. I didn't get. You can find more in Quran than
as in
hadith.
you as you are the one who is
No, I know.
you're the one speaking. So I'm saying that you would be able to have better support from
Okay.
a hadith perspective than you would from a Quranic perspective,
Yeah. Okay.
in my
All right,
opinion.
all right.
And the reason why I say that is because you have certain hadiths which speak about the end time, as you also mentioned regarding the Mahdi.
Yeah.
I personally don't believe in such a thing, but I mean, you
Not
do.
me either. Not me either.
Okay. I personally don't believe in a Mahdi. Okay.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I said it last time to Friendly Muslim. Mahdi is a message. It's not a person who come. It is a message in all Abrahamic religion that there is a way out of these problems we are facing in this jungle. There is a way out. But who is going to do that is us. Okay. It's not that God will send somebody to save us. No, we are going to do that by His guidance. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to do it ourselves. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
please
but
continue.
but
Yeah.
Muj, when you're saying His guidance, and then you're saying, oh, it's not a person, you're confusing me personally. When you're saying,
No, tell me.
the Mahdi, His
Okay.
judgment, and then you're saying it's not a person, it's a message. Then say
Okay.
it's instead of saying His, because then you're
I
just
know, but I understand. No, this is what they say. He is a person. Okay, so that's why I'm saying. For example, somebody said that why people say to God He. Okay, there was a Muslim in a debate, and he couldn't answer. I answered him. I said that this is in English because Christians, they believe that Jesus was a man, so that's why they they call it He. They call God He. Okay, but that's why this is language. Okay, so people call him say Mahdi. That's why I say He also. Yeah, but it is not. Yes, for me personally, I believe that what is it? Mahdi is a message. Okay, is how do you call it?
So technically, did you turn a man into a message?
Yes, I turned.
So you took away his soul. You've cut to.
No, because that man doesn't exist. Okay. That man
Friendly
is
Muslim, friendly
just a
Muslim.
promise. Okay.
Muji needs 1,000 subscribers, but what you can do with a poll is you can just tell people, okay, press 1 for this and press 2 for this, so they can just type in the comments, press
Okay,
1 for
if
this
you
and
would
press
like
2.
to live on Muji's planet, do,
All right.
Press 1.
M in the chat for Muji.
Okay, let me tell you
Okay.
another thing. Let me,
And
Brother Rashid.
and what if they don't want to?
Okay,
How
yeah,
will we
okay.
know?
Okay,
Martin,
I
Martin.
I
Press
understood what
in
you.
for no.
Yeah, wait, Martin. Rashid is saying something. Yes, please.
I understood what you said. I mean, okay, now that you have made that clear, I think
Okay.
I can go off that. Personally, I also don't accept the idea that there's some Mahdi. I think that this idea of a Messiah concept is. I have problems believing in such a concept, or I mean,
How about what I said?
a
How about
specific
what I
leader.
said? How
No,
about
I mean,
what I told you? Is it that it's a promise that there is a way out, which in Quran you find it that there is a way out. Okay.
well,
So
that's
if you
yes,
take it in that way,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, then I still would stick to what I said before, in that you have better support for this vision than from a hadith perspective than you would from a Quranic perspective. The
Okay.
reason why, as I said, is that you have certain hadiths which speak about the end times, and this is particularly for friendly Muslim, because last time he said, is there any traditional understanding of this, for example, a vision like this from a traditional understanding? And this is what I would like to present here, that you have, even from a traditional understanding, when you're speaking about the end times, that there is this concept of a time when Jesus is said to come down, to return, basically, and during that time there would be this vision that Muji, like this vision that Muji is talking about. And the thing is that
Martin.
in that hadith of Jesus coming back, the hadith is found both in Bukhari and Muslim.
Why are you laughing, Muji?
Does he
So you
break
No,
the
for
Why are
you.
you laughing, Muji?
No, I'm saying that you listen, Martin. Okay, say it.
Happy.
Say
Will
it,
he
Rashid.
break the cross, and will he tell all the Christians that they were
Muji,
wrong in this hadith?
Wait. Let
Muji,
Rashid continue.
yeah.
Wait,
Muji doesn't
Rashid.
get it. Muji, you don't get it, Muji. It's like these people that want to take pain away. You can't take it away now. It's gonna destroy people because they're not gonna feel they are in getting hurt. You understand? In heaven, there's gonna be no pain.
Yeah,
But yeah,
no,
there must be pain, Muji. The
no,
same,
Martin.
yeah. Heaven, there's not gonna be probably like a money or something.
Yeah,
But yeah, there must be money.
yeah.
Same.
Wait, Martin. Let Rashid continue. Just listen to him. Okay, Rashid, please.
Okay, well, I just.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so
Say.
as I was saying, that you have this concept, this idea from from a hadith perspective. Now, in the
Yeah.
Quran doesn't speak about Jesus returning. I don't think it does personally,
No.
but this is clear from the hadith. And
Yes.
during that time, as we can look at, the hadith is both in Bukhari and it's also in Sahih Muslim, so it's quite highly ranked among those who rank those books very high or authentic. And when we look at that hadith, for example, the two different versions that you are told is that Jesus would come as I believe he's called a just ruler. And in that hadith, we are told that, for example, the one that is found in Sahih Muslim, it says, "Wallahi la yanzilanna ibn Maryam hakaman adilan," that Ibn Maryam, the son of Mary, Jesus, would come or would descend as a hakaman adila, as a just judge.
Yeah,
and then it says, "Fayaksiranna salib," then he would be able to break the cross. وَلَيَقْتُلَنَّ الْخِنْزِيرَ, and he would kill the pig, and then he would abolish the jizya, and he would what we are told is that during this particular time, according to this hadith of Sahih Muslim, is that there would be an value would cease to exist, basically. So I could quote the whole hadith, but it's because I want to give you just what the hadith actually says. ولا تتركن القراص فلا يسعى عليها. It says that these young she camels at that time would be abandoned. So that's the way it puts it, that these young she camels would be abandoned and nobody would pay any attention to them. Then it says ولا يذهبن shahna. It says that this miserliness or this people being spiteful, that and people being hateful, and also what hasudu, and people being envious, these kinds of things would disappear during that time.
Yeah.
Then it says that there would be an excess of mal, there would be an excess of wealth. Then according to so during that time, according to Imam Nawawi, who's a hadith scholar or hadith interpreter, very famous, very known, he gives an interpretation of what that actually means. And in his interpretation, he says, for example, وَمَعْنَاهُ, he says that its explanation, that hadith's explanation is that أن يزهد فيها ولا يرغب في اقتناع لكثرة الأموال. And what that actually means is that he says that there will be no interest in wealth and there will be no desire to keep a lot of wealth. There will be few wishes and no wants, because there will be knowledge for the hour. So at that time, people will know that the hour is coming, so they will not give any value to possessions. Then he says that the young she camels are used as example, because they were considered the most valuable, so they will never be abandoned. So they use that to say that it's something as valuable, as precious as that to the Arabs would be abandoned at that time. It means that value would diminish or would lose, its importance during this kind of during this sort of society or this vision. So in that perspective, you could argue for it. So in this vision that Muji is describing, it has a traditional background. So there is a traditional understanding of it if you are speaking at a specific time of when Jesus returns and brings about this justice and equity and equality among people. So you could argue for it in that understanding. What I have trouble arguing or accepting, let's say from a Quranic perspective, is that, and Muji and I also discussed that verse, for example, the one in Surah Al-Anbiya, which talks about the earth being inherited by the righteous. And in that verse, Allah says that وَلَقَدْ كَتَبْنَا فِي الزَّبُورِ مِنْ بَعْدِ الذِّكْرِ أَنَّ الْأَرْضَ يَرِثُهَا عِبَادِيَ الصَّالِحُونَ, that we certainly did prescribe, or we wrote in the Psalm. This is the Zabur is acknowledged to be attributed to the Prophet David, or David as is well known, the king. And Allah says that He wrote or prescribed in that scripture after the dhikr that the ard would be inherited by the righteous people. Now, you could. I was also speaking to Muja also on the SMS about this, that you could go with the understanding that means that the entire earth will be at one point populated by righteous people. But there are also people who say, like, for example, that is talking about ard, because ard in the Quran can both mean earth and it can also mean land. Okay, yes. It can also mean earth. It can mean earth, but it can also mean a specific piece of land. So not the entire earth, but just a specific piece. So some have taken that understanding, and they say that this inheritance is that Allah is talking about, that the righteous would inherit this specific land. Being referred here is the land that is sacred, or the land that is mubarak. That is
Yeah, can I say something, Brother Rashid? That's ridiculous, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises a people something good, okay? And He knows that, this promise should last forever, okay? If you are going to do them a favor, So why not this favor should be forever, okay? Not just for a little period of time, because he knew that, for example, after a while, that people, if were people of the, for example, Prophet David, for example, then after a time they lose that power again, and they will not. They lose the land as well, okay, and the oppressors will take the land again, okay. So this promise will be an empty promise, but Allah's promise is for entire planet and forever, okay, something that it will going to last. And then you were saying, let me tell you that I don't know if it is in Shia Islam, but in Iran they were talking about this Mahdi society as well, that when he comes, we go to the store and we just get things for free, and we just make salawat. It is called salawati society, okay? So you don't pay money when you go to the store. You just say salawat and you get everything free, okay? So this concept was there. And then that my leader was saying about in that society, there will be no discrimination as well, okay? So there was a hadith or some kind of hadith that they were saying from Imam Sadiq. Imam Sadiq was, I think, several generations after Prophet Muhammad, his grandchildren. Somebody asked him, can you tell us how is the Mahdi society, okay? And he said that in that hadith or whatever, that where in Mahdi society, women become, mujtahid. They get ijtihad, okay? And leader was saying that, you see, in that society, discrimination will disappear. Discrimination is also only in this capitalist system, that people, women, they don't have the right, okay? They are oppressed, but in that society, they will not be oppressed and they will get their absolute right, okay? So these
Mr.
are
Muji, I have a question.
Yes, please.
So you talk about equality. Is it because you care about people, or is it because Allah told you so?
No, I look. Even when I was atheist, I still was fighting for the people. Okay, I still didn't spending for this organization, despite I didn't believe in Allah. Okay, so I always have done things for the people, not because of Allah. But why I started to believe in Allah was because I realized that He wants us to live equal. I slowly started to believe in Allah because of I remember exactly, I was asking my father also why when we go to Mecca, we dress equal, okay? At that time, I was just developing my own ideas and belief. I was realizing that this capitalist system is, making trouble and problem. And then I was realizing that dress of ihram means equality. So I was slowly building those beliefs, not because Allah exists or Allah says that, no, because I realized that this is the problem, and I realized that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also wants us to get rid of this system, because I wanted to live in a world where everybody is happy. I don't want to live, I have said it many times as well, I don't want to live in a world where children are bombed, get killed, okay? Despite I have it fun, everything is fine for me here, safe, okay? And I could, for example, now in Sweden, I could just go back to my home country. My mom always say, oh, please, when this government goes, that you come. I can go there to Iran tomorrow if I want, but I have to give up something. I have to give up the people. So it is not just because Allah says. There are, I know, as I said,
wouldn't they throw you in jail in Iran?
Sorry?
Wouldn't they throw you in jail in Iran or something?
If I go there and say I have nothing to do with you anymore, I'm not going to fight you, I'm not against you, they will welcome me, okay? So they will not throw me in jail, but I'm not going to give up my rights, okay? My people, my freedom, just because I want to go back to, to that terrible system. And there has been, Martin, there have been actually many who have left. They were friends. They were, for example, fighting also with the organization, fighting against the Iranian regime. But after a while, they get tired and they gave up, and they are going back from Iran to Sweden. Okay, the government doesn't do anything to them because government wants just you to shut your mouth. That's all. Understand? If you shut your mouth, it doesn't do anything to you. All right.
Muji, just to add to what I was saying,
Yes, please.
Regarding that verse, I mean,
Yeah.
about the earth being inherited by the righteous, is
Yeah.
that I do take the interpretation that it is referring to the whole world. I was just
Okay.
giving that as that it can be disputed, that I recognize both ends. Okay,
I know.
I do. Now, my personal belief about the verse is that it is referring to the whole earth.
Yeah, no. I know
because
your
it is-
position. I
yeah.
know your position, brother.
The
Yeah.
thing is that for me, when it says that the earth would be inherited by the righteous, that
Yeah.
does not, for me, a righteous person, that does not mean that a righteous person can never make a mistake, or a righteous person can't even commit one single sin. No. A
Yeah,
righteous
no,
person can
definitely.
commit
Yeah.
a mistake. A righteous person can commit a sin. A righteous person can do an error, can make an error. That's possible.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
and one of the characteristics that elevates a righteous person is their ability to seek forgiveness, or to see when they've made a mistake and they seek forgiveness from God. So that is also a very noble and worthy character or trait of a righteous person. So you can't take that away from the righteous person. So which is why I say that even in this society where the whole earth is filled with righteous people, there would still be people who are susceptible to commit error and to commit mistakes, and some might fall into some minor sins here and there.
Yeah.
And so the thing that the place where for me I take contention was that when you say that capitalism, you understand that to be
Shaitan.
shaitan, right? So that's where, for example, personally, I would take contention. That's where I would take a back seat and say, okay, I don't agree with that aspect. Why? Is because you are saying that in this vision, capitalism would not exist. So which means that shaitan would not be there
Exist.
anymore.
No.
Exactly. Now, the issue with that is that the Quran is quite clear, okay, in that Iblis was given reprieve till the day of judgment. When the story is mentioned in the Quran, Iblis asked reprieve from God by asking, قَالَ رَبِّ فَأَنظُرْنِي إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ, that give me reprieve until the day of resurrection. And
Rashid,
then he said, yes, I can see that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. I look. I just showed you that I was going to bring up this for you. Okay,
Yeah.
and you brought it up. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
going to prove you. I'm going to
Yeah.
prove you.
Let me finish.
That is
First.
not until Qiyamah. Okay.
Let
Yes.
me finish first.
Yes, please.
Okay. So that verse is talking about those verses that are talking about that Iblis would be given reprieve until the day when they are raised. That is the word that he uses.
Yes.
قَالَ رَبِّ فَأَنظُرْنِي إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ, that give me reprieve or let me off. So this is a deal that is taking place between God and this character Iblis, and he asks to be reprieved until the day of resurrection, or until the day that they are raised, which is understood to be the day of resurrection.
Mr. Rashid,
Wait. Audrey, wait. Let him finish.
That is my personal understanding of what the day when they are raised is.
Okay.
So in your vision, you would have to say that shaitan would no longer
disappear.
exist. Now,
I'm going to tell you why.
Yes, let me finish first, please.
Yes, please.
Also, from the hadith, even you see, even that vision that I just gave you, that you could get support from the hadith. Now, if you remove shaitan, you would be facing a problem again from the hadith perspective. Why? Because the hadith clearly says that لا تقوم الساعة إلا على شرور من الناس. It's the hour is not going to come except upon the worst of people. That's what the hadith says. It's very clear.
What does it mean?
The hadith says that the hour would not come until the hour, this is referring to the day of judgment, it would not come so it will not come except upon the worst of people. And when it is describing this period of when the hour is going to come, it talks about people. It talks about people copulating like donkeys. People. It says that at that time nobody would even say Allah, Allah. That the name of God will no longer be mentioned. People won't even know what the name of God is or who God is at that time when the hour is mentioned. This is from the Hadith perspective.
No,
So
can
you
explain?
can also
Can you
read
explain?
that.
No, because I didn't get. Okay, so when the hour comes, okay,
Yes.
hour comes when everybody is everybody are bad people, or
Exactly, yes.
okay,
The reason why, yes,
all right, so okay, so it contradicts the other hadith. Okay,
no,
it
no, it
contradicts
doesn't.
the
No,
verse of
no,
Quran.
no,
Because,
it doesn't.
because
Listen.
because people become righteous at the end. How come later
Yeah.
they become
Yeah,
again?
but-
They become bad people.
Yeah, but listen, the Quran doesn't say that people would become righteous until the day of judgment. You see,
Okay,
the
all
Quran
right.
just says that the earth would be inherited by the righteous. That's all.
Okay,
It doesn't
all
talk
right.
about, like, it could mean at a time the earth would be inherited.
Okay,
But
so
it's not
all
talking
right,
about-
all
So,
right. Then
as
again,
far
sorry, brother Rashid. Sorry. Then again becomes that like that empty promise that, for example, okay, you will inherit the planet for 10 years, and then again will be again the mass. Okay, so this doesn't make sense that you make a
Well-
promise, but you cannot hold that promise for long. Or
Yeah, I mean,
but this is absolutely something that I
but
reject,
it's,
and I'm going to explain for you.
yes, but the thing is that it's not. The thing that
Okay.
it's not contradictory. You see,
Okay.
because you can't say it is contradictory because there is no contradiction as far as the Quran. This
There is in hadith, yeah, in
hadith
hadith there is.
are
In
not
hadith, there is.
contradicting the Quranic verse that says the earth is going to be inherited by
No, that hadith that you mentioned is contradicting the other hadith. First of
No,
all,
it's not.
and-
No, it's
and-
not.
Okay, it
Let me tell you
contradicts
why it's not.
Quran.
Let me
It
tell you why. Let me
contradicts
tell you
Quran.
why. Let me tell you why it's not. You see,
Okay.
because when you read the signs of the hour, they
Okay.
talk. When you read the signs of the hour, they specifically tell you that at that time, after this, people have been righteous and all that they would slip back into misbehavior, and then God would send a wind which would eventually take away the souls of the righteous, leaving only the unrighteous people. Then the people would forget Allah, and then the time would go by and the name of God will no longer be mentioned, and then the hour would be established upon them. Now, that is why also when you read the Quran, that the Quran talks about the hour happening suddenly, baghta. It happens all suddenly. And for example, Allah says that the people at that time would not be able to make a tawsiyah. A tawsiyah is a will. Now, a will, this is the Quran speaking. People
Okay.
would not be able to make a will once the hour has been, once the trumpet has been blown, according to the Quran. Now,
Okay,
a
yes, of
will
course.
is something that could only exist if there is value.
Okay.
I mean, why would you make a will in a society which does not have value in
No,
it?
you say it's talking about when the hour comes, when everything is crashing.
yeah.
Okay, you cannot make a
Yes.
will.
That's the thing, is that the Quran, when it's talking about, he says that the people will not be able to make a will, nor will they be able to return to their families when the hour is established. So it's speaking
Exactly.
about at the time that when the hour is established, people will be busy doing other things. They will be making business transactions between one another.
No,
Then the
but
hour would be
maybe
established.
okay. That's maybe your understanding, but I would take it like this: that when the world is crashing, everybody running to save their lives. Perhaps they cannot go on to see their families or whatsoever. Let me tell you this, brother Rashid. Okay, about the hour. Okay, like for example, this apostate prophet, he is all the time saying that, oh, Prophet Muhammad couldn't prophesize the hour. He said that before this young boy become old, the hour will come, but it didn't come. Now, Quran chapter 46 verse 9, I am Prophet Muhammad said, I'm no different from the other messengers, nor do I know what will happen to me or to you. I only follow what is inspired to me, I am no more than a clear warner. Quran chapter 7 verse 187. They ask you, O Muhammad, about the hour. When is its arrival? Say, its knowledge is only with my Lord. None will reveal its time except him. It lays heavily upon the heavens and the earth. It will not come upon you except unexpectedly. They ask you as if you are familiar with it. Say, its knowledge is only with Allah, but most of the people do not know. Chapter 7 verse 188. Say, I have no power to benefit myself or harm myself. Only what God wills happen to me. If I knew the future, I would have increased my wealth, and no harm would have afflicted me. I am no more than a warner. Chapter 6 verse 50. Say, I do not say to you that I possess the treasure of God, nor do I know the future, nor do I say to you that I am an angel. I simply follow what is revealed to me. There are many more verses about the hour that Prophet Muhammad.
I disagree with you, Muji.
Yes,
Muji,
yes.
I don't disagree with you. The Prophet
Yes,
did not know the future, and he did not know the
future.
hour.
Exactly.
So I'm not disagreeing with what I was trying to present here was that in your vision, if you are trying to look at it, just because that's why I present before I give my own opinion. Okay,
Yes.
is that that's why I told you from a hadith perspective, you could have more support there, but even there, you still have a lot to go against, arguing from there. When we come to the Quran, in my personal opinion, is that there you have much less to work with in support of this particular vision that you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, my personal opinion about this is that I don't accept that the Prophet knew the hour. I don't accept that these signs of the hour are actually from the Prophet or that he spoke about this. I'm just telling you that you could use that to support your argument for this vision that you're talking about, because let's be honest, it is partially influenced from those futuristic eschatological visions about the end times. Your vision is from that perspective. It's a sort of like a messianic age, if you like. It's seen through that kind of lens, like looking at a messianic age where people are living in justly, and people are singing kumbaya and all that, and and all that kind of stuff. And yes, you could, it's being influenced from that understanding. When we come to the Quran, in my personal opinion, is that I am sad to say that I don't find that particular understanding. Even when we take that verse about the earth being inherited by the righteous, even if the whole earth was inherited by the righteous, it doesn't mean that there wouldn't be value, or that there wouldn't that there wouldn't be people making mistakes or people making errors and all that. Those things can still exist, and for the world to still contain only these people.
Brother Rashid, let me tell you that I don't believe either that all small mistakes also disappear. No, small mistakes happen definitely, okay? But big problems, big crimes, all these things will disappear. Now about those verses of about Shaitan, okay? Let me tell you that why Shaitan will disappear, okay? All right. Quran chapter 7 verse 14, 15 and 16. Satan said, reprieve me until the day they are resurrected. Okay. Allah said, indeed you are of those reprived. So it's not only Shaitan that is reprived, there are others also reprived. Who are they, and what does it mean? Let's put it aside.
We don't know.
Yes, Satan said, because you have put me in error, I will surely sit in wait for them on your straight path. Okay, so first of all, okay, I'm going to read other chapters also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking about. Okay.
Yeah,
So first
yeah,
of all, first of all, Allah he asked for the day they resurrect. Okay. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he just said, okay, you have time. Okay. He didn't say how long. Okay. Let's say here, chapter 17, verse 62 and 63. Said he, okay, have you seen, no, this is another one, sorry. Chapter 15, verse 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. And indeed, upon you is the curse until day of recompense. Okay. He said, my Lord, then reprieve me until the day they are resurrected. Okay. Allah said, so indeed you are of those reprieved, but until the day of a known time. Okay. Iblis said, my Lord, because you have put me in error, blah blah blah. Okay. So it is actually mentioned in 4 different chapters. In 2 of them is just Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you are among those reprieved. Okay, he doesn't say how long, but in 2 of them Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says but until an waqt al-ma'lum, a known time. Okay, so let me tell you this one also. If you this picture was nice, I took it. Okay, let me if you see. That woman says that you said 27th of March. Okay. Then that guy says, wait. But I didn't, I don't mention which year. Okay. So if this conversation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Shaitan, you take it to a lawyer, and for example, let's say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala next year, he says that, okay, Shaitan, you're gone. Okay. I take you away. Shaitan says, oh, but I told you, give me time until the day of they resurrect. Okay, it means, of course, after Qiyamah. Okay, the day after Qiyamah.
How can Satan talk to God? I want to know.
Okay, Martin,
wait.
Let me.
How can he talk to God, Muji?
Yeah, wait.
Capitalism is talking to God, or what?
No, Martin. Okay. Wait. Let me please don't. let me talk, okay? And then we will talk about that. Okay. So if you take it to the court, okay. For example, let's say Shaitan exists and says that goes to the court and say Allah gave me time. Allah says like that. Say no, I didn't tell you. You have time until Qiyamah. I said you have time, but I didn't mention. And there he says that you have time, but until waqt al-ma'lum. That waqt al-ma'lum is not until Qiyamah, because Shaitan said, for example, I give you an example. Martin. I have to give him. Martin has to give me $1,000, for example, and he tell me, give me time until end of December 2023. I tell him, okay, you have time. Then next month, I go and say to Martin, give me my money. Martin says that I told you, give me time until end of December 2023. I say, no, I didn't tell you. You have until that time. I said you have time. But I didn't tell you how long. Okay, either God doesn't know law, or it means something that he said but until waqt al-ma'lum. So according my leader as well, it is until Mahdi comes. Okay, Shaitan has time until that time, until the Mahdi society. After Mahdi society, Shaitan does not exist. Okay, so if we take that Mahdi society and believe in that there will be such a society, I have said Mahdi has just 3 options. Okay, one option is that force everybody to religion or whatever, and nobody has to. Of course, he has to, kill everybody. Anybody who do bad deeds, he must kill them. He must burn them or whatever. Despite it doesn't help either. We see today in many society they execute, they punish very. In the past also they were punishing so. Barbaric, but it didn't stop the crime. So this option is out because it's absolutely against no compulsion in religion. Second option is that Mahdi give them. By the way, if he's forcing them as well, he has to give them. For example, farmers of Afghanistan, they produce 90% of the world opium. So because they're
go back to the topic, Yamuji. Go back to the topic.
Yeah,
Go
then
back
I
to the topic of shaitan, because
yeah,
you're going to
I
lose
know.
me. Sorry.
Okay, no, the topic of shaitan, I'm saying that Mahdi, when he comes, he has three options. The only option is, as I said, the only option is that to get rid of this capitalist system, if he's going to make justice on the planet, okay, that nobody do bad deeds, absolute justice, which that hadith said, okay, that he will make justice as much as we're injustice. So it means 100% absolute justice. Is he going to make it? Then he has to, the only option he has is to get rid of this capitalist system, that people don't need to produce drug to become richer, or those farmers of Afghanistan can sell it more than potatoes and tomatoes. Okay, so they produce drugs today, or opium, because they can sell it more than potatoes and tomatoes. So that's why I say, if shaitan, that I said to that, for example, this EF Dawa, when I was presenting to them, of course they blocked me for that. I said that I believe that Islam is the solution to all our problems on this planet. Do you also believe? They said, yes, of course we believe. Okay, then I said that then Islam has to get rid of the source of all problem, which is shaitan. No, it's not possible. Shaitan is going to be, they read for me this verse of Quran, shaitan going to be until the judgment day. I said that you cannot say to a patient that has cancer, as a doctor, you say that I have the cure, okay, but you are going to live with this cancer and pain entire life. That doesn't make sense, okay? So if Islam is going to solve the problems, then he has to solve all problems and the source of the problems, okay? So let me ask you, Rashid, this question. Did I mentioned this to to this apostate prophet as well, that Abrahamic religion, they solve many problems, okay? Like I said, Jesus, peace be upon him, he solved the problems that they were killing these gladiators and crucifixion, all these terrible things in Rome and Greek and so on. And Islam, for example, solved the problem of burying their daughters alive, and many other problems. So did Abrahamic, did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala solve problems or not by sending his messengers? Definitely you believe in that, of course. I don't need even to ask you, am I right or wrong? Definitely you would say yes, of course. He solved problems, yes?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
yeah, he did solve
yes,
problems, but
yes,
I don't see what's the
yes,
connection.
yes. Did they solve that? Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant to solve these problems, or it just happened?
If he meant to,
Yes, he wanted to solve these problems, or he
yeah,
just...
of course, Allah wants to
Yes,
solve
exactly.
to solve the problem. But I'm still not
He
seeing the
wanted,
connection.
okay, let me tell you. He wanted to solve the problems. He sent us messengers, but
Yeah.
let's say 20, 30%, I don't give more than 30% that he solved more than 30% of our problems, okay? Still, we have many problems. So why he didn't intend or meant to solve all problems? He didn't, he couldn't, or he didn't want. Can you
Yeah,
tell
but
me?
okay, here we're getting into the theological discussions. But the
Okay,
thing that
yes.
the thing that I would mention to that, see, the Quran is quite clear by telling us that, look, if Allah wanted, okay,
Yeah.
I could just turn the question back on you here and say, look, if Allah wanted, He could have made everybody a believer, everybody
Yes.
a mu'min. I mean, the Quran says that.
Yes, I know.
وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ لَآمَنَ مَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كُلُّهُمْ جَمِيعًا.
Yes,
That
yes.
if Allah had wanted, everybody on earth would have faith, or that
Yes.
if Allah wanted, you all would become one ummah,
Yes,
which
I know.
means that is not what Allah wanted.
Okay. No, I say that it means that Allah didn't want to force us. He didn't want to create us. No, he didn't want to create us Muslims. No, he didn't want, he wanted to make us with free will. Okay. He didn't want to create us Muslim and like machines. Okay. But he wanted to solve problems. You said yourself, he wanted to solve problems. So if he wanted to solve problems, why he didn't want to solve all problems?
That's the thing, is that Allah has to work within the world that He has created. You see, and some people have trouble understanding this. They're saying, okay, well, God is limitless and He has to. No, but you have to understand that God is bound by something, okay, and He is bound by His word. You
Okay.
see,
All right. But let me
because
tell you.
But
Yes.
yeah,
can
let
Muji,
me try
Wait,
to
wait,
explain
Martin.
this,
Wait,
because if
Martin.
I
Martin.
don't,
Yes, Martin. Yes.
okay,
Wait.
I was saying that, look, some people are uncomfortable accepting that or understanding that, and that's why, because I don't know exactly why, or because they think that that way it is diminishing God or some kind or some way. For
Okay.
me, in my opinion, it does not diminish God at all. I don't have a problem saying that God is bound by His word. You see that when God makes a promise, okay, that regardless of what the people are doing, He's going to stick to that promise. So let's say, like, God says that, okay, I am going to uh, establish the day of judgment on this date. Okay, so you have this in the Quran. He's going to establish it on this date, and people want that day of judgment to come faster. Okay, and you have Allah also commenting on that, that they want the day to come faster. They want the day to come faster. They want the day to come faster. And Allah says that وَلَوْلَا كَلِمَةٌ سَبَقَتْ مِنْ رَبِّكَ. If it had not been for a word that had already proceeded from your Lord. Okay, if it wasn't for a word that had already come from Allah, then the hour would have been established already. What that means is that if it hadn't been that Allah had made that, that promise that the hour would come at this point, that He would have just, if He was just doing things, randomly. That's what it means. But He's not doing it randomly. He has an appointment, and He's not going to just let go of that appointment. So in that way, God is bound by His word. He's still the powerful one, because He is the one who made the word. Okay, He could have not made it, but because He decided to make it, He is bound by it. That doesn't diminish Him, in my opinion, at all.
I like the way
Okay.
you explain that, brother, because that
Yeah.
again, you're explaining the decree of Allah,
All
which
right.
Yeah.
is final and
Okay.
absolute, which is
Okay.
a cool way of
All right.
Exactly.
dealing with that.
Yeah.
So,
Can I?
so
Yes.
Muji
Can
is
I?
asking me here that why is it that God didn't, what is it that He didn't solve all the problems, right?
Okay.
Well,
No. I meant that either he couldn't or he didn't want to make all problems. Okay. Solve
yeah,
all problems.
that's the thing is that just because God wants to do something, okay,
Okay.
doesn't mean that He's going to do it. You
Okay.
see, that's the thing, is that we are conflating those two. We
Okay.
can say that God wanted, of course, okay,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean that that is how it's going to work out.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you now. I believe, okay, and I have all these, facts as well, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to solve all our problems by His guidance, but He wanted that we solve it, not that He sent a Superman called Mahdi or Jesus or whatever, okay, Messiah, to solve our problems. He wanted that we solve it ourselves, but by His guidance, by His teachings, okay? And that's why we stand every day towards Mecca, which is it happens because then somebody must explain for me why we have to stand towards Mecca, why we have to go to Mecca, why we have to dress equal. For example, I was asking a Quranist, Dr. Edip. Okay, I don't know if you know him or not. I said that
No, I don't know him.
he's a very famous Quranist. I told him that if we don't follow Hadith, okay. Where in Quran mentioned that when we go to Hajj we have to dress equal there, okay? And he said that it's a good idea, it's blah blah blah, but of course I forgot to ask him then why this good idea didn't come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or to Prophet Muhammad. Somebody must have come with this good idea. Anyway, so that dress of equality, that we have to dress equal, no rich, no poor, okay? We are all equal. You cannot wear jewelry, you cannot have even, for example, the dress, the material is also, decided by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, cotton, okay, it has to be cotton, no silver, nothing, okay? So we stand towards that equality and we say, show me the right way, and the wrong way is the way we are going, this capitalist system, okay? Let me finish it. So I put all this, and you see that it gives a good, clear picture, okay? So, and then we stand towards that equality, say, show me the right way. The wrong way is, as I said, this jungle we are living in. So, and the right way is that equality. And when we go there, we experience that equality. We say that I accept it, okay, 7 times. I accept it, and then we go and reject the opposite of that equality, which is inequality. The symbol of that is shaitan. And I have given the example that in that Mahdi society that we are going to, it is called Salawati society, that we are going to give salawat and get things for free and so on. So after
Can I
that,
ask a question?
yes, let me say, after that.
But he hasn't answered my question,
No, wait,
Muji.
I will-
You haven't
no,
answered
Yeah,
my question.
I think we should go to questions
No,
maybe.
finish.
When it's
Wait, after we reject the capitalism or the Satan, which is the symbol, then we go and sacrifice for that. Okay, we promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm ready to sacrifice the most precious, everything that is precious in my life. I'm going to sacrifice for what I promised you. Okay, so this is what I know. Otherwise, if you reject it, then you have to tell me why we have to dress equal in Mecca, for example. Somebody must
But
tell
Muji,
me.
can you answer my, because in the Bible, in the Bible, Muji, Satan
Yeah.
is a being. He has free wills,
I
and
know.
he uses it for evil. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, so that is why it makes sense that in the in Islam, God can talk to Satan and stuff. But I don't understand in your worldview that Satan equals capitalism. How can God create capitalism and talk to capitalism?
No, God
and
didn't. Yes, first of all, God
didn't God create
no,
Satan?
Yes, look,
You said
that. Okay, that's metaphorical. That's like this Mahdi we were talking about. Okay, this is also metaphorical. It's a message. Okay, so it is up to us to uncode it. That was said to people of thousands of years ago. They couldn't understand. One more thing that I have said it before to friendly Muslim as well. If we want to live by Sharia law, through Sharia law, in a country, capitalism cannot exist, because in Islam, interest is haram, and no capitalist system can stand on without interest. All banks must close down. Capitalism cannot stand without bank. People want to put their money in the bank. Okay, so that's why I say this. That's talking. Those are codes. They are messages that we have to uncode them. 21st century, and see that Satan is. Or I say always.
so how
that,
does Satan bow down to
Listen, I
Adam
told
and
you
stuff like that?
Yeah, these are metaphorical. These are
So everything is a
Okay.
metaphor.
Oh
Then.
yes, look, Martin.
So in the Bible as well, or what?
Okay, Martin, let me tell you. Martin, let me tell you. I say capitalism without Satan, okay, is can still fool people. That diamond, which, for example, you have in your home, still people, even Satan doesn't exist, still people, millions of people want to come and steal that diamond. Okay, let's say Satan doesn't exist, but still people want to come and steal that diamond. But if you
Even if you take away capitalism, it's still steal the diamond.
Martin, wait, please, just a moment. But let's say we take away the capitalism, everything is free, that diamond is $0, but Shaitan exists, okay? The Satan comes to, for example, me or Rashid or friendly Muslim or Azri and say, there is a diamond in...
How can he do that?
Martin, just a moment, please. Satan says, please wait. Satan says to us, all of us, say, there is a store in Marty's home, which is $0. Take a ticket, go to South Africa and steal that store. We would say to that Satan, are you crazy? Why do I have to do that? Okay. Why I have to go and put my, for example, freedom in jeopardy, and I make a scene and take a piece of stone from Marty's. So I say capitalism without Satan, okay, still exists, still guide us to bad deeds, but Satan without capitalism is powerless, even if it exists, okay? And
I think people are gonna still do bad stuff, hate people, and there's no money.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, people are gonna do bad stuff, Muji.
Please, yes.
Okay, Muji, in this system of yours, would as a hatred would exist? Hatred. Yeah.
I told you that they all of them will become righteous. They will not hate anyone.
But people can still hate and be righteous. But would hatred exist?
What do you mean? Like, I mean, people hate each other, yeah? Or what?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, not just people, but you could hate things, hate society, hate,
Okay. All right.
hate
Okay.
people, hate society, hate animals,
Okay.
hate I don't know, hatred.
No. Look, Rashid.
Would it exist?
No, look. Hate is coming. Okay, definitely. For example, now I hate the fascist government of Iran, the mullahs. Okay, but because of what they do in that society, when they don't do bad deeds, then why I have to hate them?
Yeah, but would so hatred would disappear. And what about
Yeah.
hatred would disappear. And what about enmity?
What is that?
Enmity is enemies. People being enemies to one another. Would that also disappear?
Definitely disappear, because I believe that I believe that all this is because of this system. Every bad.
What about rape?
Everything will disappear.
Even rape. How are you gonna?
Okay, let me say, Martin. Do you rape? No. Do you?
Because
rape?
I love people. Because I love people and God. That's the solution, Muji. You're not gonna stop rape, Muji.
No, I say exactly. Then you also teach people. People will learn. All people will learn, become like you, love people. Okay, I tell you that day, in that time, everybody become righteous, love one another. Everybody love one another. Everybody, there is no reason that they hate each other. The reason will disappear. I say.
Can I have more than 4 wives or
no?
4 wives still?
Look.
Or 1 wife?
No. It is. I cannot force you to anything, but you are not going to have more than 1 wife. Okay?
What?
Not that. What do you mean? No, I say I cannot. In this society, you have more than 1 wife because.
Please. It's very important for me in the system, because if you want me to. Okay, can I have more than 1 wife, Muji, please?
It depends on you. If you want, that if you find women, okay, that's one. It's up to you and those women. All right, I cannot stop you. I cannot force you. But in that society,
can I have more than 4?
No, listen. That's I said that's oppression. Okay, that's oppression, and you are not.
So Muhammad did oppression or what?
No,
hold on.
That's totally different. That's
but
totally
Muji, how then do you interpret or understand Quran 5:14 and similar verses like it? Because that verse tells us, for example, that وَمِنَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّا نَصَارَى, and from those who say that we are Nasara, which is attributed to those who are Christians, أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَهُم, that we took their covenant. Yes, God speaking, that God took a covenant from them. فَنَسُوا حَظًّا مِمَّا ذُكِرُوا بِهِ, but they forgot a portion of what they were reminded of. فَأَغْرَيْنَا بَيْنَهُمُ الْعَدَاوَةَ وَالْبَغْضَاءَ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. So we caused there to be between them enmity and hatred until the day of resurrection.
Okay.
So how would you understand that? This is until the day of resurrection.
It is actually, I believe that it is, first of all, it's some Christians, okay, it's not all Christians, and yes. Okay, and it is their resurrection, not all Christians. So I told you that Quran says that Allah says that one day everybody become righteous, okay, and Islam will conquer, okay.
Christians can also be righteous.
Okay, they will be, okay. I tell you that. I told you that, for example, I gave you the example of my brother on my organization. When they see it's working, okay, they will come. They will accept it. Everybody will accept it, and everybody will come towards. People want a good system. People want security. Okay, for example, I know that, for example, Christian Russians, they followed a Marxist, a communist called Lenin, because he was giving them what they. Hello, Steve, my brother. Yes, people.
Thank you for having
me. People didn't care that he's a Marxist because they wanted something, and he was going to give it to them. So in that society, people will understand it. I will put Steve. There is a.
But I want to hear what Stephen has to say.
But Muji, this verse says
what
that
Stephen has to say. Huh? Why are you laughing, Stephen?
Why are
you laughing?
Oh no, I'm just enjoying everything. But it sounds like Muji's trying to create a heaven on earth, you know?
Yes,
No
yes.
money, everyone loves each other, everyone's always eating candy, you know, and not getting cavities for it.
Yeah.
But Steve, you said yourself last time as well. In Christianity, it says the what is it? Money is the source of all evil. Okay, that's
The love of money.
That's a
The love
saying.
of
That's a
money.
saying.
Right.
Money is the root
Not
of all
the life.
Love
evil.
of money.
Not
It's
from
not
the
money. It's
But
the
we love
love.
it in our pocket, don't we?
It's the love of money.
everybody talking on each other is
Yeah.
difficult.
No, it's good. No, I was like, yeah, money. They say money is the root of all evil, but
Yes,
you know, at the end
The
of the day,
love of money.
you want that in your pocket, you know.
No,
Better to have it than not to have it.
No,
Money
Steve,
is
But
not
if it doesn't
evil.
exist, right?
Martin,
But like you
Martin,
said, you're
Ye-
still gonna
ye-
trade something if you want something.
yeah, but Steve,
It-
everybody wants it now. Definitely, we have to buy food for
No,
our
no, no, no,
children.
no.
Okay, we have to pay rent. Okay, today I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about the future. Today, of course, I also have to pay rent. I have to buy food, clothes for my children. I need it also. So that's something else. I'm talking about a world that everybody live equal, and if you want to live in a divine world, then without Satan, then that's the what is it? That's the solution. Okay,
But
that's
that verse,
But
Muji, tells us that
yeah,
enmity
okay.
and hatred would remain until the day of resurrection.
All right. Okay. Let me
That's
tell you,
what the verse
Rashid.
says, Muji.
Okay. Let me tell you, Rashid. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I have to say that, but you cannot take one verse of Quran, okay, and say that this is all. Okay, you have to put them beside other verses of Quran and see that, okay, what that means. Okay, what, for example, those verses about slavery means. It doesn't mean that we are going to have slaves. Okay, that's
Muji,
about
you're
those
misunderstanding
times.
my point. You're misunderstanding my point.
Yes,
I
yeah,
am not saying that that I'm not making this into a Christian people and or they're bad and all that. I am
no,
just trying to show
I
you
know,
from the Quran that this verse tells us that
Okay,
there would be enmity and
okay,
hatred among people. It's not just
oh,
Christians. This would exist among all
okay,
peoples. I'm
okay,
just trying to use this verse to tell you that as far as enmity and hatred are concerned, those are things that are going to remain until the day of resurrection. Now, when Allah talks,
among
when Allah,
whom?
let me, you see, that's what I'm trying to get at. When Allah talks about the next life, He says, وَنَزَعْنَا مَا فِي صُدُورِهِم مِّنْ غِلٍّ إِخْوَانًا. Okay? He says, and we will remove from their hearts ghil. Ghil is a sense of superiority over one another, or feeling a sense of feeling hatred towards another. Basically, it covers those kinds of those bad emotions that you have towards another person.
Okay,
And Allah says that we will be able to remove that from them so that they are ikhwanan, they are brethren. This is Allah talking about as far as the next life is concerned.
okay,
Now, you are telling me, okay, that this is going to happen in this world. See, it would take Allah to do in the next life. As in, Allah has to literally remove it from people in order for Jannah, for the life in Jannah to be there. But in this world, you are telling me, no, 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 no. People will just have to do it themselves. You see,
okay,
that's where the issue is. That just, and I'm saying that, look, just because hatred exists, it doesn't mean that no righteous people exist. Okay, is that people can still, have these certain qualities. Like, for example, you could hate someone at one point, but then love them after another point. Correct?
okay. All right.
Okay,
Yes.
so just because they exist, it does not mean necessarily that that person isn't righteous.
Okay.
Hatred can turn into love after time.
All right.
Okay, and it can also go backwards, but those two feelings are there. For this society to exist, you would have to literally remove it, as Allah will do in the next life.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you, Rashid. For example, I can give you again an example. In my organization, there are thousands of people who are working together, men and women, and there is no classes there. No, for example, you are, for example, officer. I'm just an ordinary soldier or something like that. Okay, and everybody do the most. And for example, there is no hatred among them, and they love one another. And they don't push each other down like in the capitalist system they do. Somebody want to push another one down so that they go up themselves. No, in that city they are living, everything is totally different. What I'm saying, that is difficult for you that you haven't seen. It's difficult for you to see, but I see it. Okay, I see it.
I can see it, Muji. Muji,
okay.
it's not that I can see it. Please,
All right.
I can see it clearly.
Okay.
I can see it happening.
But
The problem, the contention of mine is that you can still have that system, Muji,
Okay.
even when people still do bad things. You can
bad
still have
things
that
is
system.
small. Yeah, look, I told you,
yes,
minor.
we can say, for example, okay, people don't commit don't commit the kaba'ir. Those are the
What is
greater signs.
Yeah,
Greater,
okay.
those are the great things, or they don't
Yes,
commit
the great,
fahsha,
yes,
or they
exactly.
don't commit kaba'ir, they don't
Yeah,
commit
yeah.
fahsha.
All right,
Sure,
maybe,
we
yeah,
can
maybe,
talk about that.
yeah,
We
yeah,
can talk
maybe,
about that.
yes.
But
Yeah, exactly.
the way you are
Maybe.
presenting it,
Yeah.
presenting it, Muji, is that there is absolutely
No,
sin whatsoever,
I told
small
you,
or
no.
big. There is no
Rashid,
mistake, no
no,
error,
Rashid,
nothing. Just
no, Rashid,
it's too much.
I told you that of course small things will happen. Yes, definitely. But for example, like racism will disappear. Okay, that this system is does that. Okay, many other things. Okay, I was going to say something. Unfortunately, I forgot that. Anyway, this is what I presented. That in that what Allah Subhanahu wa Taala wants us to live in that society, and the Satan is the. I gave you the example that if Satan exists and this system doesn't exist, for example, Satan says to the farmers of Afghanistan, go produce opium instead potatoes and tomatoes. People will tell him that, are you crazy? Why I have to do that when I can produce potatoes and tomatoes, and I just give it away and I get what I need? Okay, but in this system, Satan tells them that go and produce that one because it gives you hundreds of dollars, but potatoes gives you 5 cents or 10 cents, or you might not be even able to sell it. So people are, encouraged to do that. Let me tell you this, Rashid, okay? Please. Last time I was trying to ask Friendly Muslim, and then anyway, it didn't happen. Anyway, but Rashid, is Satan is everywhere on this planet. Am I right or not? Okay?
It's everywhere?
On the planet.
You mean like
yeah? No, I mean that. I mean that he's fooling everybody on this planet equally.
I wouldn't say that.
God is everywhere.
No,
God is everywhere, not Satan.
Satan
I don't.
should be also everywhere.
No, he's not like God.
No, look,
okay, wait.
Let me try to answer. I don't know exactly how to understand that by saying that Satan is everywhere. I mean, do you mean that people can be? Why can't we just say that everywhere people can be influenced by bad actions, or people can do bad actions?
No.
Is that what you mean?
No. I mean that Satan fool everybody. For example, if I do a bad deed, okay, do you understand who is Satan? According Abrahamic religion or at least Islam, Satan is the one who fool me. Yeah, if I do something bad, is it Satan who do that? Satan fool me. Yeah,
not always. No.
Not all. No. Okay. No. Let me see. Okay. Let me put it in this way. If Satan didn't exist, would people do bad deeds or not?
Yes.
Okay. So what is Satan's role then? Okay. Can you explain for me?
No. Okay. Let me explain to you. Okay. See, this is clear from the Quran, and I think that Quranic Muslim Khalid has also pointed this out as well before when we're talking. That look, people on the day of resurrection.
I know that one. I have heard it many times. No.
Satan,
Rashid,
but you're not allowing me to speak.
No, I know that. You want to say that Satan will tell you that I didn't, you did it yourself. I just fooled you. I just told you. I know that.
No, he didn't tell us.
So what he did?
No, he said, "Innama da'awtukum fastajabtum li." That
Okay.
all I did was call you. He didn't tell us.
Exactly.
All I did was call. That's
Call
it.
it.
Okay.
How did you
And
you
then
mean that?
we
No,
responded.
no,
This is hyperbolic
No,
sense,
no,
hyperbolic
no,
speech,
no,
Murji.
wait.
It's hyperbolic
Call
speech.
you. No, Rashid, wait.
Hyperbolic speech, Muji.
Okay, let me say, Rashid, please. Satan, for example, I do a bad deed. Okay, Satan tells me that go and do that bad deed, and I do it. Yes, I know. But is it Satan who tells me to do that or not?
When not every bad deed, no.
Not every bad deed.
No,
Like which
because
bad?
no,
Okay,
no,
like
I mean,
which bad?
no.
Like which bad deeds Satan will
Yeah,
tell
but
me.
you have to understand that is that we shouldn't pick someone to blame for our our
No, I'm not
our
blaming. No,
unfortunate bad
I
nature.
am.
Okay, look,
No, I'm Rashid.
when Allah created the human being, okay,
No.
He tells us that He gave him two paths. Okay, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ, that there are two paths that the human being He has instilled within him. Okay.
Okay.
And He tells us that He showed us the path, imma shakiran wa imma kafura, whether we are shakir or we are kafura. That the human being within him, they have the capability to both do good and evil. There is no need for an incentive, okay? But Satan is only there to amplify. You see, the thing is, you see. Let me make this very clear. Okay, when the conversation is happening between Satan or between Iblis and Allah, okay, and Satan says, "I will, لَأَقْطَعْدَنَّ عَلَيْهِمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ," I will sit for them, or I will sit against them on your صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ ثُمَّ لَآتِيَنَّهُم مِّن بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ. Then I will come against them from in front of them, from behind them, from all.
Rashid, sorry, Rashid, because there are Steve and Martin, there are others who do not know Arabic, okay?
Okay, I will keep it to English.
Yes, Sirat al-Mustaqim, when you say they don't know what is that, okay? So please explain it.
Yeah, but I was also translating.
For example, you said Sirat al-Mustaqim, but you didn't tell them that Sirat al-Mustaqim means the right path.
Okay, the reason why I say these verses in Arabic is because it is easier to translate for me personally. Because when I'm remembering from memory, so I can't just translate exactly.
No. I know you say it. Yeah, it's okay.
But,
I'm just saying that, for example, when you said that Sirat al-Mustaqim, you didn't. I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, you forgot to translate it. That means the right path. Okay.
Yeah, I said straight path. I mean, for me, I said straight path, but you could say right path if you want.
Straight
but
path, yes.
Satan said that, okay, I will sit, I will sit on your path. So that path that is straight, I will sit on your straight path, and I will come against them. ثُمَّ لَآتِيَنَّهُم مِّن بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ. I will come against them from in front of them, from behind them, from their right side, from their left side. Okay? وَلَا تَجِدُ أَكْثَرَهُم شَاكِرِينَ. And you would not find the majority of them being thankful. So that is the point, is that Satan, he's only there to amplify, to basically take as much as, he's there to it's like he's there to show, that he can mislead. So regardless of whether he's there or not.
So he mislead. Yeah. So he mislead.
Regardless of whether he's there or not, okay, he can amplify. You see, people can go a certain way. It's like, for example, when you have two people, one of them is influencing another to do wrong. You see, the person can start a journey of doing wrong, but then another can amplify them or push them into deeper, waters in that wrong. So Shaitan also works in a similar way. We have built within us the capability of doing good and evil. Whether Shaitan is there, once we ignite that path to follow something evil, Shaitan moves in and amplifies it for us, so that we end up being even more misguided. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, so all right, okay. So you expect, what I get from you is that if Shaitan doesn't exist, okay, then we don't go deep. Okay, we do less bad deeds.
No. That's not what I said. I am saying that he is there just to amplify it.
Okay, listen, Rashid. No. Let me see, please. Let me see. There is a bank. Okay, $10 million is in the bank. Okay, we are a bank. We are trying to rob the bank. Okay, is shaitan influence there at all or not? If shaitan didn't exist, we
No,
would rob the bank
listen.
anyway.
No, listen.
Oh.
Okay, in that example, regardless of whether shaitan is there or not,
We would rob the bank anyway. Yes.
yes, we could
Okay,
rob the
so-
bank. Listen,
no,
listen.
no,
We
okay,
could
no,
rob the bank. We
no,
could
no.
rob the bank, regardless of whether he's there or not.
Don't
Now,
say we could. We do.
No.
We would do that.
No, I'm saying that's what
Okay.
I mean. But we
So
could
what-
do
so,
that,
I'm
okay?
sorry I
Regardless
say
of
like
whether
this.
he's there.
I'm sorry
Okay.
I'm saying this, but who the hell is shaitan then in this world?
I don't know what exactly you want me to say. Is that
I
I'm
want to
trying-
say, no, I want to say,
Yeah.
okay, the source of all bad deeds is shaitan. If shaitan
No.
doesn't exist, bad deed will not exist.
No, I
say-
don't believe
no,
that the
no,
source
okay,
of shaitan is
okay,
bad deeds.
okay,
So
okay.
the source of bad deeds is shaitan. Look, because you see, you can't say that the source. You see, if you say that the source of shaitan is the bad deeds, well, then you have to explain.
No,
For example,
you made it wrong. The source of all bad deeds is shaitan.
is shaitan. Sorry, if you say something like that, okay, then we have to say, okay, shaitan did something wrong at one point, correct?
Okay.
According to the Quran. Let's take the narrative from the
Okay,
Quran.
yeah. All right. So
Shaitan at one point did something that
okay.
got him on this path that he's on, correct?
Okay, all right. So
Right? Okay.
Okay,
So
yeah.
prior to him doing that wrong thing,
okay.
was he still, was he still bad?
But he's still bad.
Yeah. Before Shaitan did the bad things, was he still bad or not?
But that's but who fooled shaitan then? Tell me.
No,
If
but that's what I'm trying to
He
get
was
at.
good. He was good.
That's what
yeah?
I'm trying to, Muji, that's what I'm trying to get at, is
Okay,
that
okay.
we human beings, similar to Shaitan, have the capability of doing right and doing wrong. Shaitan chose wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No,
We
okay,
all
all
have
right.
that capability within us.
All right, let me tell you in this way. Brother Rashid. Okay, I'm saying that if we take away the possibility, okay, even if we are bad, if we take away the possibility, we cannot do the bad. Because, for example, if the bank doesn't exist, we will not plan to rob the bank. Okay, let's say, for example, I give you, please give me 1 second. Let me show you a picture. Okay, let me show you. I have to bring one picture here. Okay, sorry, the picture. Okay, I took it from. I saw it on internet. Okay, this is. Let me bring it back. Okay, this was this map. Okay, from. Let me tell you, it's written. Amount of school shooting from 1970 to 2021, Europe and USA. Okay, Finland. Between this time, Finland, entire Finland, 3 times. Sweden, 0. Norway, once. Germany, 8 times. And many other countries like Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, even all these countries, 0. But USA, okay, 135 times in one state, 12 in one state, 10 everywhere is red. Okay, why? Because there in that country you can go and buy a whole army. Okay, 10 machine guns. The guy goes on in Las Vegas, goes on the roof and kill 52 people with so many different machine guns. Okay, but for example, I made this documentary movie about alcohol. Okay, it is on my channel, 15 minutes. All right, and I compared Russia and Sweden. Okay, Russia, hundreds of thousands of people die from alcohol every year because it is available, because it is absolute, allowed that everybody drink on the street everywhere. But in Sweden, they have control it. They have put it in liquor store. You have to buy it from this time and that time. And then alcohol committee in Sweden, I interviewed her, the woman, and she said that we know from research that the tillgång, you know that in Swedish, the availability of alcohol increase the problems, the death toll and all these things. Okay, so when it is less available, then people die less and things happens like that gun control in USA that I said. When it is available there, then school shooting, street shooting, all these things will increase. So what I'm saying is that get rid of the availability. Okay, people will not do that. When, for example, gun doesn't exist, that crazy guy, he cannot kill 52 people and injure hundreds of people. Okay, maximum he take a knife and then injure one person or kill one person. Okay, so by this way, when alcohol doesn't exist, people don't drink it, then they don't die. Like in Sweden, it is not forbidden, but it is controlled. So more people are safe, but in Russia is more available. So what I'm saying is that it's not just that we are bad people. The possibility is there. The possibility is there.
I didn't say that we are bad people, Muji. I said that we all have the innate capability within us to do good.
Is it breaking up for anybody else?
Yes, that I understand. That I understand, Rashid, and I agree with you 100%. But what I'm saying is that we have to get rid of that possibility, that source, which allow people to become billionaires by producing tobacco and sell it and killing 5 million people every year, or many other problems. For example, human trafficking is $150 billion business for those who take women and force them to prostitution, drug, and all these things. If we get rid of the possibility, what I'm saying is that the capitalism give this possibility to people to do that. Okay, when we get rid of it, people do not have the possibility to do bad deeds, even if they want. If I, for example, today I can go to a store and steal because I have to buy it. But in that society, when I can just go and take it, the possibility will disappear because I'm not going to steal it because it is there. It is for free. Yes.
What about the people who are who are sick in the head? Let's say, for example, let's say, for example, this is a biological issue of someone that they have that innate desire to kill.
Okay.
You see,
all right.
Biological. They have certain biological influences that is making them susceptible to killing. So shouldn't people have the right to defend themselves? Because this is something biological now that we're dealing with. It's not about values in society.
Okay, all right, okay.
It's about
Rashid, are you sure, Rashid? Are you sure that such a people exist? Because I do not believe that people.
They do.
No, I do not believe. You have to bring scientists, to tell me that there are people who are born with this, genetic killing system.
No,
then in that case, let me tell you, as a Muslim, then that person shouldn't be punished in the hellfire because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created that person killer, which I do not believe.
But listen, Muji, there's this man, who had sexual tendencies towards children. Was harmful towards children. And he had an car accident, and he had an operation on his brain. When that operation finished, he stopped having those tendencies. Because of that operation. Then after some time, that after it healed the place, the place healed, that man started having the same tendencies as he had before. So this is something particularly biological in his brain.
So you mean that he will not? So you mean that he will not be punished? He will not be punished.
This is it's not about punishment here. I'm not talking about that. I am saying that here, let's assume your society exists. You have a man who is something biological in his brain that is causing him to be sexually attracted towards children, and he's going to act on that. Now, how would your society solve this issue that is biological? It has nothing to do with there's value and money and there's billions of dollars and all that. This is biological.
All right. Let me answer you, Rashid. First of all, such a people are, even if they exist, even if we accept that it is biological
Mhm.
and so on, they are very few, 1 in a million. Okay,
Yeah.
one in million. In that case, they need help, and we have to help them. For example, we have to have definitely
Sure.
this mental hospital or whatever. We have to help them, and we don't need to, arm everybody, because one person in a million might do something wrong. Okay, so I'm not saying that. First of all, I say that I do not believe that such a people will exist in that world, because I say, for example, how I am brought up. I have said this example many times. If I was, definitely, believe me, if I was born in a cartel family in Colombia, I would go and shoot people
Not
like
necessarily,
flies. Okay,
Muji. Not
okay, no.
necessarily.
Look, I say that 99%, if I was brought up, I wouldn't definitely be supporter of MEK, for example, because I'm supporter of
No, no.
MEK, because no, I'm supporter of MEK because I know them, because I got this knowledge because of my family and so on. Okay, but in that society, I wouldn't, not society, I'm talking about a cartel family that you grow up. For example, a Hindu that is brought up from childhood, parent says that these are your god, these are, and they do this, they do that, and surrounding you, even you are living in a village tens of kilometers away, everybody is Hindu, and they also worship different gods and so on. Then you will be, I say, unfortunately, I say, I'm sorry, I say like this, but you will be brainwashed. Okay, so this become for you, you don't know anything else. Okay, beside that. So I'm saying that people, maybe you can call it brainwashing. Okay, in that society, people are totally different. They are totally brainwashed from this society. Okay, the values of this society has that I have to have Ferrari, I have to have Lamborghini, I have to show it was on Facebook. I don't know. He was a Muslim. I have just Muslim friends. Somebody put a Bugatti watch on his Facebook. I don't know, it was his or what, $1.5 million. And I put for him these verses of Quran, 107, chapter 107, verse 1 to 7. Yeah, that those who disbelieve, they don't help and woo to you. You can read it for sure.
Yeah, right.
Yes, exactly. So I put it for him to say that if you are really Muslim, yeah, you have to learn from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to pay $1.5 million for this watch, while millions of people are going hungry. But anyway, so what I was telling you is that what I wanted to say is that in that society, people are totally changed. People are not familiar with such a thing. For example, stealing doesn't exist, because people say, what? How can I steal when I can go and get this computer just from the store? I don't need to steal it. This world will disappear. Okay, you cannot steal anything, not because you are afraid or whatever, because that opportunity doesn't exist. You go and take it. Okay, in that city that I showed it last week also to Friendly Muslim, in that city, stealing doesn't exist, because nobody has money. There are stores you can just go and take. For example, I give you an example. One of the somebody who was in that city, he said that it was in Iraq before. They had a prisoner of war. He was an Iranian soldier, and he just later he joined the MEK, and he became a member of that city. Okay, so they went to the store. Friendly Muslim, you have noises. So they went to the store. He said himself to me, Rashid. He went to the store. This guy, he was a soldier from Iran, and he wasn't familiar totally with the organization ideology. He went to the store and he took, he said, 3-4 pair of socks. Okay. Then he came to his room, and he started to think that, why I took 3-4 pairs? It is there. I can go and take it tomorrow. He said, I went and left back and just kept one pair of, what is it?
Socks?
Yeah, socks. Yes. One pair of socks. Yeah. So I say that in that society, people learn and see that, why should I do that? For example, when I was saying these thing to Trinity Channel. I was talking to Trinity Channel, debating them. Somebody was saying, one of them said, "Oh, if it is like this, I go and take everything from the store." I said, "You must be crazy, because you bring everything where you want to put them. For example, 100, cans, 200 of that, 200 of that. Why you have to store it at your home when it is stored in the store? You can go on tomorrow and take again if you need it." Okay, so you don't do that. Even if you do it once, then you realize that it's crazy. Why you have to do that? You go and leave it. So what I'm saying, all these is that we have to get rid of the source. Okay. Yes. Friendly Muslim was going to say something. Let him also say something, please.
Sure.
Yes, Friendly Muslim. You unmuted yourself several times, so all right. I think he doesn't want to say anything. Yeah, Rashid, please.
Yeah. But, yes. I mean, look, this system, of course, it would be nice. Okay, if nobody is going to deny that. I don't think that anybody would deny living in a society which has no value, which in which you are not tied down with these materialistic things, or that you have more time for yourself, to reflect on God, or to reflect on how to live a good life and a moral life, and you don't have all these distractions. This is a very nice society to live in. The thing is that for me, it's because the only reason why I'm a bit held back, to accepting it fully, it's because, I mean, certain things I do accept. Like, for example, I do believe that there would be a society where stealing would not be an issue anymore. I think that that's a possibility. Because Allah says, for example, that Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim, that Allah does not change the nature or the situation of the people until He changes that which is within their hearts, or that which is within themselves. So unless people themselves are willing to change that which is, so their own character and their own morals, that society is going to remain as is, So if for example, a society, a system out there, particularly, that could, change the way people think inside, I do think that the Quranic system can do that. Because it can make people, be able to see clearly. It can make people be able not to attach so much, value on possessions, but rather connect with each other in this brotherhood that Allah also talks about, and also you talk about, where you use Hajj as a symbol in that sense. So I would, I would be able to see it through that lens. But the only thing that I have, like, for me, I still see that, for example, even in this society, there would be people that a society like that can still, happen. But I think that there will still be people who, I mean, end up doing bad things.
Okay, all right, I understand. Yes,
that's
brother.
where my contention was.
Yes. But anyway, the big things will not happen. That's good. That's great.
I can see that being wiped out at a certain point. I can see that, and also, I don't think that it would be possible. But this is just me wishful thinking. I don't think that it would be completely possible to remove weaponry. That is a hard one to sell. You would wish. I mean, let's be honest. We all wish that there were no guns in the world. But I mean,
Rashid will disappear because I say, when the possibility is disappear, then they will not do that, because they produce it because they can sell it. If they cannot sell it, they will not produce it. I promise you. Okay.
I mean, not just selling. I think that if you were able to inspire people to see that brotherhood in humanity, you see, if you're able to inspire people to be able to see that, to value human life. Actually, this is a society which I hope there is value of human life, Muji.
Inshallah.
So if we're able to make people see or to value human life above anything else.
Yeah,
Equal-
that's
to
what
equally-
Martin said.
equally-
That's
yeah,
Martin said.
yeah,
Love.
to equally value human life above anything else. Then I can still see people with weapons existing, but people just not killing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Rashid, brother Rashid. It is another way you said it. What Martin says, love. If they love one
Yeah,
another,
Martin
if
uses
they
love,
love,
yes.
yes, he said love. You say if they put it here. But I'm saying that this system, okay, doesn't. Of course, some people accept it. Yeah, like me and you. Yeah, but not most people. And then those 1% of the world population that they have $110 trillion, they want to become richer and richer, so they spread poverty, they spread conflict. For example, in the Middle East, they spread conflicts to become richer because they want to sell their weapons, they want to buy cheaper oil, and so on. So when they cannot make money from all these things, then they will stop. Promise. This is my belief.
Yeah.
And yes, inshallah, you have to think more about that as well. Let's think also a little bit more about this, that brother Rashid, more about the shaitan and his power. Okay, that how, for example, if shaitan equally fool people, then how farmers of Afghanistan, shaitan fool them to produce 90% of the world opium, while despite they are Muslims, they know that it is haram, while farmers in Sweden, they don't produce a single gram of any drugs because the government take care of them, because Quran says shaitan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, I see this, that shaitan's power is the poverty. Okay, without poverty, shaitan cannot do that, and I see it. I have seen it, Rashid, brother Rashid. I have seen in Sweden that I forget my wallet on the cashier. Come home.
Yeah, I live
one
here
hour
too.
later- 1 hour
Muji.
later, yes, exactly. 1 hour later, I call. They say your wallet is here. Come and take it. But in many countries, it's not possible. It's gone within seconds. Okay. So
Yeah, but I think that has to do with the not because, but not what?
it is because of the security of the economy. Okay, people don't need to do that. They learn that I don't need it. Okay, but of course, if $1 million was there, okay, then
Of course they would take.
yes, they would take it because it is more wow. Okay, they cannot resist it. Okay, but
Yeah.
for wallet, but in many countries they would take that wallet. Okay, I know that.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to, I mean, here in the Scandinavian countries, I think that the social democratic system that they have here,
Yeah.
I think it's because, I mean, I don't look at it just in a way that you're saying that, okay, it's because they don't need it. I don't see it that way. I think that it's because people have a higher sense of value for human life than there is in other countries. Let me explain what that means.
Yeah.
Here, particularly in Denmark, where I am originally from,
Okay.
in Denmark, you have.
But you live in Malmo.
Yeah, but I live in Malmo. But work in Denmark.
Okay, all right.
It's right next door, so it's not far away. It's just an
But you
hour.
have to take a boat, no? There.
No, I have checked the train. There's a bridge connecting Malmo to
Okay,
Denmark.
yes.
Yeah,
But how much?
Copenhagen.
Isn't it expensive to go and come back every day?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is quite expensive, but you get the returns back with taxes and that kind of thing. So in the
Okay,
end,
all
it
right.
pays. So
Okay.
it's all right.
All right. Okay. So yeah.
So anyway, what I was saying is that what I went on the trip here recently, where I was in Turkey, Istanbul, and then I was seeing people, for example, that and this was a simple example that anybody can relate to who has been in the Middle East or who has been in hectic countries, and I was seeing that people there, they do not obey the traffic lights. Okay,
Yeah.
It's that when the cars, even when the light is green, or red, they just cross. So even when there is a zebra crossing, they just cross, and the other cars, they just almost hit each other. Almost. We experienced an accident, and also one which was close to an accident in just 3 days. So, so in that kind of society, see, you have the laws are there. Okay, there's the light, the traffic lights. They're there. They are in place, but it's the people who are not willing to obey those laws. Now you have this. The same situation is here in Denmark, and this is not about money or that kind of thing. The same situation is here in Denmark. This is about behavior. About
you mean that they passed the red light in Denmark?
No. I'm saying as I was in Turkey, I was in Istanbul. This is an example. Now here in Denmark or here in Sweden, okay, you're driving, you see a zebra crossing. There's no light, but there is a zebra crossing. The car stops for you. You cross.
I know.
You see, you as the person who's walking, you have first right.
Okay.
So people stop. You know, it's not about money. It's not about that they own billions of dollars. No, it's about character.
The
people's behavior, the character within the people themselves.
No, Rashid. I say that they are not different people, that they have this. No, it is what is it? The system has made them in this way. Okay, the system, like in Japan also, there is a system. The system has made them. Like, for example, in my home country in Iran, okay, system changed people. 43 years ago, my home country was totally different than today. Okay, people have become more, crime has grown much more, 1,000 times, and so on, because a more satanic system came to power in Iran after the revolution and has changed the country to a more satanic country. Okay, so I relate this also to the system, to the poverty. Everything plays a role in forming the society as well, the people.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that, Muji, here. I think that it has a lot to do with discipline also. That here it's not just that. It's also because it's not just because people are afraid or because
not because of afraid. No, I know
that, but I'm talking about it's about character and discipline.
Yeah. I'm saying that this character has come with the system, with this, system they have. It's social democracy. This system has made them, has educated them, and so on. People have education.
But and how so can you speak to that? Look at that example that I just gave you. This is just about crossing traffic lights.
I know. That's also.
How can a system, as a whole, lead to someone deciding not to cross the road? This is their life.
It is. I know. This is influence in decades.
If the society, for example, removed the traffic light, then you can make your case. You could say, well, the society is causing this. It has not put a traffic light, but the society has actually done something to prevent people killing themselves while in traffic. So it has actually done something to prevent people dying. But yet people are going against the society and not obeying those laws that might save their lives. That's what I'm getting at. That in this particular example, it is not so much that the society is doing something bad against them. No. It has something to do with the discipline, and it has something to do with the character of the people. That if they're not willing to change, it goes both ways, Muji. It also has the individual. The individual is also as much on play as the system. If the people are not willing to change, regardless of what your system does, it's not going to change the people. Both have to be willing to change.
That's why I say love is the answer. That's why I say love is the answer, because if you love God,
Martin, that's just one aspect, I think.
If you love God, the God of the Bible, then you would submit to the authorities and you would stop at the red light. You understand? And but if you take away capitalism, you're still gonna go with that red light.
let's. It takes time. I say that it takes time for people to understand it. Inshallah, we will.
Can I
bring
ask you
down-
something, Muji? Last
Yes.
question.
Just I said this one, and then inshallah
Okay.
we bring down the regime in Iran, and then we prove that everything is possible to change by the system. Okay, because for example, you can see now if you read a little bit, you can see now it is terrible there. Crimes, everything has increased 1,000 times than was 43 years ago. The same people, the same culture, everything. Yeah, but everything has changed dramatically. Okay, because a more satanic system came to power, and inshallah, after we bring down the regime, democracy come to Iran, and then you will see the change that how people will change by a system. So now Martin want to say something?
Yeah, I
Please.
just want to ask you one last question, Muji.
Yes, please.
What if Satan is tricking you into thinking he's capitalism so that you can fight against capitalism, but he's not capitalism, and he doesn't care about capitalism, so you're not fighting actually against him? Muji, what if, Muji? Could it be possible, Muji? Could it be possible, Muji?
Okay. Okay. So all right. So you mean that
Could it be
Satan-
possible,
Okay.
Muji?
Yeah, no, wait. So you mean Satan is for
Trick you.
equality? No, Satan is. Let me see. Satan is for equality or against equality? Tell me.
Satan wants you in hell. Okay, that's his ultimate mission because he hates God. Okay.
No.
For equality and capitalism is not going to
let's
end
put
you
it-
up in hell. You
No,
understand?
let's put aside God. Satan is for capitalism or against capitalism?
I don't think Satan cares about capitalism. He cares about getting you in hell and hurting God. I think that's what he
Okay,
cares
so
about.
all right, okay. So let me see. By going against capitalism, I hurt God. Yeah, you want?
No.
So what is it then?
I'm saying Satan doesn't care about you fighting against capitalism.
No.
You will actually
Let me
like it
say-
because then you're not fighting against him. You're not.
No. Let me see what I don't understand what it has to do with God. I'm fighting capitalism. Is God? Does God love
Did
capitalism?
God create capitalism?
Did God create? No, God didn't.
Yeah, because
create
you say God made Satan. So
No, I didn't
God
say
created
God.
capitalism
No.
according to you.
I
but-
said no. I didn't say God created capitalism. I didn't say God created Satan. I say that's metaphorical. That's a message. Okay, that's a message. Capitalism is our nature. Okay, our nature system that the strongest one get the most. That's why I always bring that jungle system, that we are smart animals. We are animals, but smart animals, and we live in a modern jungle. But in this modern jungle, the same system of the jungle, the strongest one get the most, the weakest one get little or nothing. So this system is our nature, okay, and it doesn't have anything to do with God or He created. No, this is our nature. We are, and I have said always that if you want to live, to this atheist, I say, if you want to live in this jungle, then we don't need God, because it is run by our nature, and it's run naturally. But if you want to live in an equal world, then we need God, because that system is not our nature. It needs a guidance. We have to believe in something. We have to believe that. That's why they say that you are Marxist and so on. I say Marxism can never reach that society, because Marxism doesn't have that tools, the belief, that people, all people can believe, all people can follow that society, and they can keep it. Okay, that they can keep that society. Only Islam can guide us to that world. Okay, so
Azra said something here that I just wanted to respond to. It was directed towards me, I think. Azra, you wrote actually giving priority to workers is actually suggested in driving school. It draws a driving class. Is that are you commenting on what I said about the system, about in the traffic light and that kind of thing?
Yeah, they teach there, of course, but who follows? Who follows? Who follows?
If you ate Muji, you're gonna drive straight over him. You're not gonna stop, man. You understand? You have to love Muji to stop for him.
They do have that in driving classes as well.
They teach that, yes, but people with less education, people with
I don't think it's less education, Muji. Come on.
No, really, it is.
Less education. to value human life.
No. But,
You mean less education, really?
No. Look, it's not about valuing human life. People think that I'm safe. I can't drive. Red against the red light. Everything is fine. They don't understand that something might happen. Otherwise, they would not do that. I'm sure, 100% sure. Nobody want to, kill people or like that. Okay. So just
No, I mean they don't want to, but the thing is that they don't give the other people the benefit of the doubt, or they don't extend, you see, the same they don't extend the same you can say the same rights or the same resolve to other people. That, for example, here you are told that, okay, the person walking or crossing the street in this particular position has first right. It should be given priority. So when you drive up to there and you see a person, you're supposed to stop.
Yes.
So, when you're driving, so that the person crosses. Okay.
Yeah.
But now, if I am, if I am, for example, driving and then I just cross and the person just looks at me, maybe but the person would get angry or whatever, maybe might say a curse word or two. So in that particular instance, okay, it is the character, it's my character, it's not so much it doesn't have to do with someone education. It's just because I chose. It's just because I didn't see it. I didn't attach importance to that person's business.
Rashid, it's difficult for me to prove it. Okay, so I understand what you want to say, but it's difficult for me to prove you that if we reach that society. For example, I said to you, okay, let's inshallah, when Iranian regime fall, for example, now in my home country, definitely people
Iranian regime.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in there also they for sure they cross the red light and do such a things in maybe future 20, 30 years. If you see that they change, then you understand that, okay, it was the system that was making them. If they don't change, then yes, it is something in their character. Okay, so let's see.
Then Muji was deceived.
Okay, let's see. So let's see. Okay, it's difficult to I'm just saying, I was the example I gave you actually in beginning. I was saying that in Afghanistan, Satan fool farmers of Afghanistan because of poverty. If poverty doesn't exist, Satan cannot fool them, he cannot fool farmers of Sweden because they don't produce any drugs because the government take care of them. They are secure. Okay, so in that society, when money doesn't exist, if Satan goes to farmers of Afghanistan, say produce opium, they will say, are you crazy? Why we have to do that? Okay, because we cannot even sell it. Even if we produce it, it doesn't give us anything. You have to throw it away. Nobody buy it. But today they can sell it hundreds of dollars. So that's why, and in my home country, I say before crime was maybe there were crimes, definitely there were crimes, but now is 1,000 times more. Why? Because not because Satan fooling people more today, okay? It's because a more satanic system took the power. Ayatollah, fascist, mafia, terrorist, Khomeini took the power there. Okay, so he made the country poor. As Quran says, Satan spread poverty among you and lead you to immorality. We see it clearly in my home country. Rashid, $1 was 7 tuman, Iranian tuman. My father's average salary was $500. My father was getting $500 a month, and he could buy house, even a store. He could buy car. Today, average salary is $75, and $1 is nearly 30,000 tuman, Iranian currency. So we see clearly how Quran was correct. Okay, that this government spread poverty among people and guided them to more immorality, crimes, everything has increased 1,000 times. Okay, so
look, I do not disagree with you that the government does play a major role in the collapse of societies. I mean, we see this very clearly when we look at the Middle East. I mean, this is very clear. It's not just in Iran. I mean, we see it in Iraq. We saw what happened when the US went there and toppled the Saddam regime, and then what
Yeah.
happened after, the people
Yes, yes.
thought that, okay, well, now we are going to have a democracy and all blah blah blah, but we also put in power people who were filled with corruption, and the whole system went. So I don't deny those aspects, that that corruption or the system as a whole can completely lead to to poverty in a state. I don't deny that at all.
And all bad deeds, yes.
I wouldn't say all bad deeds, no, but I would say that yes, it can lead to poverty in a society. That aspect I give you, but not all bad deeds, no.
Okay.
Like for example,
but I told you, bad deeds in Iran has increased 1,000 times. So
yes,
what happened?
yes. No, but I'm saying that those kinds of governments, those kinds of governments do play a role. Yes, I am saying that they do, but not all bad deeds are because of the government. Okay? I'm saying that yes, those kinds of governments, yes, they do play a role in people in poverty, in inflation rising, and value rising in a society, in which causes like a disparity between people, between the poor and the rich, because the richer get richer and the poor get poorer. That is there. You see, that is there. But it's not always the society that is causing every single bad deed. There are certain bad deeds that have nothing to do with the society itself, or that have absolutely nothing to do with the government or with the system that is in place, but rather have to do with what is in the heart of the individual. I believe that's what I believe.
Okay, I respect that. Yes. Anyway, so I have said people here, so everybody can decide for themselves, inshallah. When
we must make a vote sometime. Everyone is a democratic system, Muji, a democratic system.
Azri, where are you?
Yes.
How are you?
Fine.
You have a question or not?
What?
You have a question?
Oh yes, I have a question. I have more question.
Yes.
So let's talk about equality again. Do you think men and women are equal in Islam?
Yes, definitely.
Men and women are equal.
Yes,
they are equal.
Yes.
They are equal.
Okay.
Absolutely equal.
I don't think so, but okay.
Okay, yes, but we look. I can show you in my organization, men and women are absolutely equal. They are all leaders. Okay, so this is our interpretation of verses of Quran and everything in Islam. Okay, that we are all equal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, men and women, all mankind. Can you read that, Brother Rashid, please? I don't memorize that.
No, okay. It says that all people, we created you from a single soul, or we created you from a man and a woman. And it talks about, and we made you, or we put you into separate tribes and nations and clans in order that you may know one another. Most assuredly, the most honorable in the sight of God among you is the one with the most taqwa, which is translated by many to mean, or to refer to righteousness, or I translate it differently, but some translate it. You translate it as sacrifice. Yeah.
Yes, I translate it as sacrifice. Okay, so Azri, it says men and women, and it doesn't say Muslims. It says all mankind. So everybody. Okay, all mankind. The best of you, men or women, doesn't matter. So we are equal in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The best of us is the one with the most sacrifice. All right. So tell me now.
But does Azri mean biologically, or does it mean? Do you mean biologically equal, or do you mean equality under law?
Oh yes, exactly. Right.
Status under law.
Yeah. Okay.
Equality. Equality. Yes. Equality under law. Yes, but not biologically.
Not biologically, definitely we are not equal. We are not equal to children either. Children are weaker than us and so on. So,
Mr. Muji, my last question.
Yes, please.
If you can choose between equality and Salawat society with being loving and forgiving to criminals, which one will you choose?
Okay, let me see. I didn't understand. If I choose between equality and
equality, Salawat society.
Yeah, Salamat society is the equality. Okay, that
Yes.
equality. Yeah.
And being loving and forgiving to criminals.
Okay.
Which one will you choose?
No, it is. It is not a system to forgive the criminals. It's not a system. I will. I say that we have to live in that society so we don't have criminals. Okay, and even today, I say we have to. We have to treat them. We are not God to judge people because we don't know the background of that person, that criminal, why that person did it, which situation that person had, and so on. I said that before as well to Brother Rashid that if I was born in a cartel family in Colombia, I could also go and kill people. So I needed treatment. I need to learn to, and I was 25, I became atheist. Okay, maybe I could do something wrong. Maybe, okay, killing or whatever. Okay, but I got time and I learned and I became totally different person. Okay, of course I didn't do it, but I didn't do anything. But I say I could do that. Yes, as an atheist.
Equality means to punish people.
No, equality doesn't mean punish people. No, definitely it's not. Equality means that we get rid of this jungle system that that people can be very, very rich. Okay, they get rich, billions of dollars, and other people have $1 a day. This unjust society. Okay, I mute Rashid is because making some noise. Yes. So equality means that, Azri. Yes.
So you're saying to forgive criminals?
No,
for what they done.
Azri, that's totally different. That doesn't have anything to do with equality. Okay, in equal world, we don't have. I said to Brother Rashid, we were talking about we don't have bad deeds, we don't have criminals, and so on. Okay, today we have criminals, and we have to treat them. Okay, forgive them definitely. We have to treat them. Not that just we forgive them. Okay, you killed somebody. Bye bye. We forgive you. No. We have to keep them somewhere to see what is the problem, why he did it, teach them. And when we see them, they are good people now, they have changed, then we have to release them, okay?
Muji, I want to treat you a little bit so you can realize that Satan is a being. I must teach you, Muji. All the Jews and all the Christians and most Muslims would agree that Satan is a being.
Okay.
Muji is going against the grain. What would you say about all the verses in the Bible that suggest that Satan is a being? Talking to God and
yes, I know. Even in Quran, I said in Quran also, Satan is talking to God and so on. Yes, but I say, as I tell you that this is a message, this is metaphorical, and it's a message for people that there is a source. Okay, but God explains other places that okay, who is this Satan? The Satan is the one who spread poverty among you and lead you to bad deeds. Satan is explain for us in Mecca that Satan is opposite to that equality that we dress, so reject it. Okay, the opposite. So in different.
But in Christianity and in Judaism, he's a fallen angel.
Yes, I know, but of course in Islam it's different.
But in some Islam as well. Some Muslims would say he's a fallen angel as well. Or jinn or what?
It's a jinn. Yes, not some Muslims. So a majority of Muslims believe that it's a jinn.
What is a jinn?
Jinn is actually. Another creature of God, okay, like angels. Yes,
angel, Muji,
yes.
Creature.
All right,
Jinn is a creature.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's a story. Okay, it's a story to teach people something. Okay, now, for example, there is this marvelous Quran. He was even saying that Adam and Eve. He was totally rejecting that in Quran. He was saying that. Why Quran doesn't explain at all about Eve in Quran? There is no mentioned Eve. Okay, he was explaining even that Adam is not that Adam that in Bible and Torah and so on explaining. He was explaining it as a prophet and so on. Anyway, so there are different understanding of different things. Okay, so anyway,
but it seems that God didn't let everyone understand it the same way as you do. He
No,
didn't
no.
make it obvious.
No. He didn't make it
He didn't make it
obvious.
obvious.
No. He didn't make it obvious, and he's not. For it is like those atheists who say that why he doesn't show us a miracle today, for example, why he doesn't turn on my wet napkin. Okay, so we don't have to ask these questions because this is how God decided. All right, and he
Or
could
perhaps you could be wrong.
yeah, no.
There's two options.
Wait.
God decided or Muji is wrong.
No. Look. I say that God could even today bring, send a prophet and say all things, make it clear for us and split the moon and say, look, here I'm God, okay? Sorry, I'm prophet of God, and he told me, no, Satan is capitalism, no, blah, 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 everything, everything he explained. This is today like this. This is absolutely clear. Now you are in 21st century, you understand, and here is my miracle. Bing, the moon is, he split the moon, but he doesn't do that. Why? Because God decided that we will find it out. He wanted us to develop, okay? He could create us like today, totally smart, not like thousands of years ago, with some, those stones running after, animals to kill them. He was able to create us like today with all these, things, and that we could cure all these viruses, like that virus, that Spanish flu came and killed so many people. All these disasters that humanity went through, he could just stop them, okay, and create us like this, okay? But he didn't. He decided that we will develop, okay? I know that we had a lot of problems, miseries, okay, throughout the history, but I see a beauty in that God wanted that this animal, okay, one day this animal become human, okay? Human, I say, is not a form. Human is a way of life. Animal is not a form. Animal is also a way of life. Selfishness, me, just me. I don't care about anybody else, But human
sounds
is
unloving.
Yes, and human is the one who loves others more than himself. Sacrifice. He's ready to sacrifice his own life.
Coming.
Yes. He's ready to sacrifice his own life for others. Yeah. So
sacrifice has to do with love, Muji.
Yes. Okay, Martin. So God wanted. This is his miracle, that he wanted to change this animal to human. That's why human is better than angels, because angels are programmed. They don't do good because they understand it, okay? They do it because they are programmed, They don't have free will. But we do good deed because we want it, we learn, okay? We go against our nature. In our nature, we don't do good deeds. We don't care about others. In our nature, we are animals. But we go against our nature. That's why we are better than angels. All right. So
I have a question for Martin.
Yes. Martin, yes.
Me?
You have
okay.
Yes. So I asked Mr. Muji
Why are you laughing,
before.
Muji? Why are you laughing?
because you said for me.
Anyway, I asked Mr. Muji before that equality versus love. So which one will you follow? Of course, love, right? But
obviously love.
But there's verses in the
Because
Bible about equality.
Yeah, but we're never gonna all be equal, because God is not gonna be equal to us, and He puts different authorities in. Even in the angels, there's ranks in the angels. You get archangels and stuff in charge of other angels, and God at the top, in charge of all of them.
So you believe in status then?
I think we're all equal in a sense that we're all made in the image of God, and we're, in a sense, God's creation. So we're all equal in that sense. We're all brothers and sisters.
No, he meant not that equality.
Which kind of equality?
Equality in classes, okay. Rich and
that's
poor.
not okay. Rich and poor.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, but if your civilization loves each other enough, then there would be no poor, because they would care for each other.
How about rich?
you wouldn't be filthy rich either, because then you would become in love with money instead of people and God.
Exactly. Yes.
So the
Okay.
love
So
of
you
money is the root of all kinds of evil. So you shouldn't love money
Yeah,
like more
so
than
you
people and stuff.
disagree with having slaves, right? Of course you disagree.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's unloving.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Now it's 3 hours. Okay. I was very nice talking to you all. Thank you, Martin.
It was fun, Muji.
Thank you. Yes, it was very fun.
Hopefully, I didn't offend you too much, Muji.
No,
I still
no.
love you.
You know,
Brother in love.
Martin. You know, I always take it as friendly.
I'm just trying to help.
Yes, no problem. Okay,
Okay.
and don't worry at all. You never offend me at all. Okay, so
We'll see about that, but okay.
yes, brother Rashid. Okay, brother Azri. Brother friendly Muslim, he went, and I just would like to ask if Brother Rashid is here. I don't know if he's here or not, but I think yes, you are here. Very good. I think. Do you think that this kind of discussion isn't necessarily and needed among Muslims, instead sitting all the time trying to persuade Christians to say, "Oh, God, Jesus wasn't God; he was." So thousands of hours, and I've been trying, very hard to tell them, let's talk about our own issues, these types of things. Let's talk about it. But they all block me. They don't want to talk about it. They want to talk about God exists or doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah. Or Jesus was Son of God, or he was crucified, which doesn't solve any problems we are facing on this planet. These things solve problems we are facing, to see which way we have to take, which way is better to take to get rid of our problems, instead to see if Jesus was Son of God or Prophet of God. I don't think it change anything.
I think it has to do with that those people, for example, are more concerned about the afterlife than this life. So those people that they are way more concerned about the afterlife than they are about this life. I mean, of course, we have to be we have to be concerned about the afterlife.
Of course, yes. But mostly, I believe that everything is about this life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to have a good life on this planet. That's why he said, fight for those who are oppressed. Yeah. Allah wants us to help oppressed, to help poor. He wants us to fight for oppressed, and so on. So he tried to make this world, this life for us, a better world to live. Okay. And then another thing is that those people themselves, they don't have much problem in their life. The food, everything is on their table. So all problems they have today is that Jesus was Son of God or he wasn't Son of God. They don't have the problem of people are hundreds of millions of people are poor. They are they live on $1 a day and so on. They don't have that problem. Okay. After we fix all these things, okay, then I will punch, for example, Martin. No, Jesus was not Son of God. Okay, when we don't have all these problems on this planet, then yes, we have nothing else to do. Then we start.
It's unloving to punch me, Muji. It's unloving.
I'm joking. Yes,
You're being naughty.
Yes, I'm naughty. Then we can sit and talk. Okay, we have no problem. Everybody are fine on this planet. Everybody even nobody passed the red light and so on. Everybody know the rules and so on. So now, okay, we have nothing else. No, let's talk, Martin, about Jesus was God or Son of God or Prophet of God. Okay. So I love you all, and I hope see you next week, inshallah. Okay. Thank you, my brother Rashid and Azri, Martin. Cheers, everybody.
Enjoy.
Okay?
God bless you.
Yeah, God bless you too. Thank you, my brother.
God bless you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. All right, thank you, everybody. And this is the last also. All right, Steve. Sorry, I just said goodbye to everybody. Yeah, it is 3 hours, more than 3 hours. So I said goodbye to everybody. And
wow. Okay, yeah, I just sat back down. All right. Well, you have a good week, man. God
You
bless.
too, my
and
brother. Yeah,
I'll
God
be
bless
there
you, my
next
brother.
weekend.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you very much. Good.
All right.
God
Take
bless
care,
you, my
Muji.
brother. Take care.
All
Bye
right.
bye. Thank you. Bye. Bye, everybody. See you next week. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.